Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dororisio, pole position. Uh-huh. Big salute to your family. Welcome back. You know what I mean? Welcome back, family. Ah, man. Bro, I always gotta take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do, Duro. You know what I mean? Just all the work that I be doing every day. You know what I mean? Just, bro. If it wasn't for the fact that it was in my DNA, Dororisio, if it wasn't for the fact that it was in my DNA, or is in my DNA to be putting in this type of work that I do, bruh, I'd have been done failed a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been done failed. However, God is good. Very thankful, to be able to put in this type of work. But man, oh man, family, it's hard, man. It's hard, man. But be careful what you pray for because you just might get it. You just might get it. Jerry, big salute to you, Jerry. Oh yes. Hey, tonight, man, we're gonna do a little something different tonight. As you see up above, I put that link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and expand this dog talk thing that we do, and excuse me, band dog talk thing that we do. And Billy, big salute to your family, big salute to you, man. But like I said, I threw that link in the chat because we're gonna go ahead and what I mean. We're gonna talk dogs. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a discussion, and we're gonna have a panel, and we're gonna elaborate, man. you know we're gonna make it more formal, more of a conversation versus the coach over here, giving y'all some lessons and stuff like that. All what this these 38 episodes, I've given you guys a lot of game, a lot of stuff that you guys can use in your own programs. However, I'm ready to expand it. You know what I'm saying? So I dropped that link up there in the chat. Whoever want to come up here on the panel and have this discussion tonight. And tonight I want to talk about the breeds. All right, what breeds should you use in your band dog recipe and why? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put a banner up there so that anybody who's coming in can see the topic of discussion. So just give me a quick second here. And I know how I always open it up, man. So I'll open it up formally. And then, man, we'll get to cooking, man. But let me go ahead and create this banner really fast, y'all. You feel me? But hey, welcome. Big salute to you guys, man. Big salute. So let me make this banner real quick. Let me make this banner real quick. All right, recipe and why. Yeah, we had that bad boy scrolling in the ticker. Bam. Yeah, that's right. All right, so we bingo, man. So welcome, of course, gentlemen, to another episode of Band Dog Talk with the Dog God. We are on episode 39. We are brought to you by Formula One Band Dogs. Excuse me, not Band Dogs. I'm sorry. Formula One Canines. That is me. And my theme, my foundation is frames, brains, and motors, man. That's my focus on these damn dogs. And so, like I always like to start off, letting you guys know how my week was dealing with these dogs. And man, no issues. You know what I'm saying? No confrontations. I did some musical dogs, I called it. So I told y'all the last week we had a little issue with my previous pack, and they were jumping one of my 50-50 crosses that I did, which is my pit bull, it's my bully cross, Jaws and Little Mama. One of her pups or one of their pups had an issue in the pack with my band dogs and her sister, and then they was, they was jumping her out, packing her out. So I had to move her down there with my pit bull bitch off of Shaka in Africa, and they've been doing good. So that worked out. You know what I'm saying? God is good. That worked out. And yeah, as far as everybody else, man, everybody's been cool. I've been dealing with a little tension though. I have another pack. And I said, all these dogs are my keepers, but I have this other pack where I have Red Tiger in it. Red Tiger Jr. I have my boy Black Bear in it. I have my boy Sun Tzu in there, General Sun Tzu. And then I also have a female in there. I call her Great White. You know what I'm saying? The Great White Shark. That's her name. So I have 4 dogs in there, right? Now, this pack dynamic is a temporary pack dynamic. I already know which dogs I'm going to be able to put together. General Sun Tzu, he is a part of my high performance Formula One Bandog litter between Prima Donna and Roman. He's like the smaller version of his brothers, but he's with all the smoke. He's a shit starter. He got all the scars on him. He just he got, I don't know what's up with that boy. You know what I mean? He got a Napoleon complex, but he get into it with all the dogs, and him and Red Tiger will get into it, but Red Tiger's is just too big for him. You know what I mean? Red Tiger's way too big for him. And Red Tiger, be putting damage on him. I mean, he be handling his own though. He's not no bitch. He take it. But that size, you know what I'm saying? That size of Red Tiger be fucking him up. But at the same time, he got an energy, in that pack where, he like to set it off. You know what I'm saying? And his target is the female in there. And I understand why he don't like her. She's very independent, and she's a mean bitch. She was jumped out of her pack previously by her sisters. She was jumped out of the pack by her sisters, and the band dogs jumped her ass, fucked her up. Now she's over there. She's set tripping in that pack too. And old Sun Tzu, he don't like her. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep them together. Obviously, I'm gonna have to separate them regardless. But every time we feed, I do a feed, and I always make sure everybody is, not contested when it comes to their food. I block everybody off, but the female, that bitch, she don't like nobody around her when she eating, so she always growling and snapping at everybody and shit like that. She definitely stirs the energy up, but Sun Tzu, he don't like that, like she'll come up in his face and like dare him to come around. And so once we get done with the eating, right, it's like clockwork. Once we get done with the eating, I already got to have my discipline, my little discipline tool out, because as soon as I break, food, everybody's done, he goes and attacks her. Sun Tzu goes and attacks her every time. It's always this. He looks for her and attacks her ass after we eat. It's always like clockwork. So I've been having to discipline him a lot. Just have to really discipline him, because he's really, once he gets in that mode of attack, he don't care. You know what I mean? So I had to really discipline him a lot. And once he even breaks up, I gotta stay on the discipline. You know what I mean? I gotta keep the gas on him to make him submit to the discipline. To the point where, I gotta hear that noise. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hear that yipe, yipe, yipe. You know what I mean? I gotta hear that a few times to let him know, like, bro, I'm not playing with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta stop that. There's no reason. I understand you don't like her energy. Like, this is that puppy imprinting that I'm telling y'all that I'm doing. There's a reason. There's a method to my madness when I'm dealing with these killers, and I'm trying to get them to understand pack dynamics. You know what I mean? I have to get them to understand pack dynamics. And of course, I'm the head. You know what I mean? I'm the head. And there's a way that I want them to conduct themselves, even though every one of the dogs on my yard have prey drive. I put it in them. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they're doing what they're doing. I understand why he don't like her. I understand why he's trying to put damage to her. But I don't tolerate that. So then for me to get him to understand that, okay, for me to get this dog to understand that, I got to make sure he understands the pressure I'm putting on him. You know what I'm saying? you know, to understand that, you know, you don't like that, right? Oh, you're hurting, right? You don't like that? You don't like being in the corner curled up, pissing on yourself, do you? You don't like that, right? You better stop it. So I'm trying to get that in his head, you know, because he still does it. You know what I mean? He'll stop once I put that pressure on him, it's cool. But then every time after they get done eating, it's on. He's looking for. So he hasn't really broke out of that shit yet. I'm hoping to get him out of it just so that he understands that when it comes to the politics on this yard, when it comes to the dogs, even though you don't necessarily like that dog, if I tell y'all to cut that shit out, you better cut it out. You better fucking cut it out. If not, then I'm gonna make you piss on yourself. You know what I mean? Because I don't play that. So anyway, I'm trying to get these U's, right? These puppies that I created, these killers I created, to understand that on-off switch. You know what I mean? So I had that little issue, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? You know, you know, I'm there when it happens. That's the blessing that I tell y'all all the time. My dogs are so in competition for me that they only act up when I'm there. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that they only do it when I'm around. Other than that, man, you know, they understand the politics, you know what I'm saying? So other than I didn't have nothing crazy this week, y'all. So, you know, God is good. I'm very grateful. But like I always tell y'all, get comfortable. You know, we're gonna have some, you know, a little different format this evening. We're gonna try something, and you know, if it works itself out, you know, we're gonna probably transition into this type of format from here on out. You know, as far as teaching goes and stuff like that, you know, honestly, what's good with you, show enough? Blessings to your family. Stevie, hey, salute to you, Stevie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I dropped the link, Stevie. So if you want to come up. So anyway, before I even get into that, I always tell y'all, get comfortable, man. You know, get your brewski, get your herbal sensation. You know how the coach do it. I keep it simple, keep that kiss method on deck. I got my vodka lemonade, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead and calm my nerves dealing with these killers and hitters. You know what I'm saying? But you know, get comfortable, man. We're gonna cook tonight. But guess what? I dropped the link at the top. If y'all scroll up to the top, I dropped the link, right? So we're gonna go ahead and, you know, talk dogs, but we're gonna do it collectively. If you guys want to come up, hit that link. We'll go ahead, you know what I mean, and cook up on this topic together, make it more of an interactive conversation when we talk about these dogs. And, you know, just, you know, this really has some real dog talk, band dog talk, performance dog talk. You know what I mean? From you know, like I said, I'm experimenting with this and seeing how it goes, but I want to make it more interactive. And like I was saying, like the lessons that I have, you know, me being the coach, you know, that's really honestly to my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like they really should have that access to me, where, you know, I'm dropping real life jewels, real life game for y'all to succeed in y'all program. You know what I mean? I think I gave enough for you guys to, you know, have a good foundation, but, you know, me just dropping all these jewels and jewels and jewels and jewels. And I know a lot of times people ain't even going to use it. You know what I mean? However, I'm still dropping jewels, man. Stuff that you guys can really use and get ahead in your program, get ahead with your dogs, you know, because there's a lot, especially dealing with these like working dogs, these dogs that have drive, prey and man drive. It's a lot of psychology, a lot of canine psychology that goes on. You know what I mean? To get these dogs to really comply, to bring out the best in these dogs that we dealing with. You know what I mean? So I drop the link. I'm going to drop it again. I don't know if y'all can scroll. Carolina Blue, man, big salute to your family. Welcome. I'm going to drop that link again. It's at the top of the screen, but I'm going to drop it again. But you know what I mean? Come on up, and let's have this discussion together. But, you know, I'm still going to interact with y'all, you know, through the chat. But I wanted to talk about this subject. It's a good topic, especially when you're cooking up band dogs. You know, I want to know from you guys, like what breeds, you know, should you use? You know what I mean? When you're cooking up a high performance band dog. You know, I want to know from y'all's perspective, and then why. You know, I want to get into depth and understand your mathematics to your recipe. You know, why these breeds that you want to put in these type of dogs. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm gonna drop this link. But if nobody pops up, it's all good. You already know, man, I'll carry the weight. You feel me? I ain't worried about carrying the weight. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to come up and, you know what I mean, have this discussion with me. And yeah, we can go from there type shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and drop it again in the chat. And yeah, man, we can get it popping, man. So as you see, I just dropped it right there. Who coming up? You know what I mean? Stevie, you coming up, Stevie? Come on up, Steve. Let's cook. Man, let's cook. Let's cook. Hopefully you guys had a good day. What do you say, Pump? My bad, Pump. Let me see what you just said. Let me pop that up real quick, Pump. And salute to you, Pump 17. Welcome back, family. I recently was turned on to the Abellino Mastiff. If I'm saying that correctly, if I'm not, please forgive me. Okay. What's that? 57.5 Bulldog and 42.5 Mastiff cross by crossing 3 different European Mastiffs with 3 types of Bulldogs. Ooh. I mean, Pump 17, come up and talk about that, man. That taps into what we're talking about tonight. You know what I mean? You know, come up and give us a little, insight on that. That recipe right there sounds amazing. You know what I mean? That shit right there sounds like it's real intricate. So I would love to, hear your thought process and, kind of break that recipe down. If you want, if not, that's fine, but that's dope. You know what I mean? I like that. I don't even know what that type of mastiff is. So to turn on. Okay, so I don't even know what that type of mastiff is. I'm gonna have to look that up. But like the recipe seems like it was, some serious thought that was really, put into that recipe. I would love to see that dog too. I'm gonna have to look that up though. But that's dope. That's dope. And like I said, that ties into our topic tonight. Tonight. Like what breed should you use? When you out there in the open, when you're out here in the world, and you put yourself out here via social media, you can get everybody. You can get the naysayers, the haters, the spectators, the supporters, etc. You can get them all, right? And I've been campaigning hard for the past since 2018. No. I gotta rewind that. I wasn't campaigning hard. I started social media 2018. Okay. I'm not even gonna count MySpace because I was doing something else in MySpace days. Excuse me. But in the dogs, I started 2018. But I started campaigning though. You feel what I'm saying? Hardcore. I started campaigning back in 3 years ago. Okay. And so long story short, 3 years ago, I wasn't really prepared for that. And hey, Steve, I'm gonna bring you up in a minute. So I wasn't really prepared for that. However, as you get out here and people start, peeping you out, people start seeing your consistency, they start seeing your growth, you're gonna get a lot, you're gonna get everybody's coming after you. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, somebody, I posted my boy AR-15. I always put on here his recipe. You know what I mean? Neapolitan Mastiff, German Boxer, American Bulldog, Game Pit Bull. And somebody was up there was like, oh, the Bandog is only 2 different breeds. I'm like, man, come on, bro. So anyway, let me bring Steve up, man. Oh, you ready, Steve?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can y'all hear Steve? You can hear me, right, Steve?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, man. Big salute to your family.
Yeah, good to finally get on this platform live, man.
Yeah. No, first and foremost, I gotta give you a proper introduction, man. So I gotta give you a shout out, on the platform. Just coming at me like a man. Not only like a man, but supporting me. You know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate you, family. Real talking. You got a lot of knowledge, you got great questions. I could tell you're an authentic dog man from the root, and your shit. So I'm just grateful to meet you. I'm grateful to build this dog man relationship, hopefully a friendship, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully I'll be able to bless you with one of these canine creations in the future, man. But I just want to let you know I appreciate your support, man. I really do, man. Big ups to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't think people actually can fathom or grasp how much knowledge you're giving, even on your membership. Because you probably, just by listening to you, probably save me about $5,000 to $10,000 already. No, just from a bird's eye view of the dog industry itself, I don't even like. It's just the dog game. I just keep it. I don't want to mess up the YouTube algorithm, so I keep
Yeah.
it PG.
No, man. Speak your mind, man. No. Don't do that, man. Just speak how you speak. But go ahead, Steve.
Oh, okay. Well, the dog game is pretty fucked up, man. And when you say you got DNA, and when me and you had conversations on the back end already about the DNA, and we start naming certain dogs and certain traits in certain dogs, and I'm not even a dog breeder, but anything that I get a passion about, I dig deep into it. You know what I'm saying? Like if they say this dog was bred to this dog, I want to know 7 generations ago. Okay, what the fuck dog was that then? What that dog look like? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how we. And just coming from a background, Marine Corps and law enforcement, my whole stance on dogs and what they can do and what I needed to do is totally different. Because a lot of shit that you see on YouTube, with I'm not knocking anybody that's KNBV or shoots at any bite work or whatever, but in a real life scenario, because we could pull up videos all day about apprehension dogs that haven't done anything when the K9 police officer lets the dog out and the dog does nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing. And they think it's funny on TikTok, but that assailant or perp that you're going after, quote unquote, just took a gun out and shot both of you and killed you. You know what I mean? Any hesitation, like what they call a gas station ready, that's what I say in like AK-40. Like that's what I say in AK. You know what I mean? Or yes, Black Hawk, whatever. Like I can roll the back of my window down, you know what I'm saying, at a gas station, and I know that dog will jump out the back.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's something that, when you talk about your life, this is your life you're talking about.
Right. It's not a game.
No hesitation. It's no hesitation.
Right.
So that I applaud you for that, because a lot of dogs that I would you like, if you weren't the way that you are, because you holding the DNA in the dogs that you're cultivating sacred. Like a farmer will hold their land sacred back in the day. They hold it sacred. Everybody does not get a chance to get your dog. That's why it's not flooding the market. What happened with the bully game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't say they got a Bandog for you. Everybody can't say that. And I know how I am, man. I wouldn't even tell nobody. If I got a pup from you, I wouldn't even tell nobody where I got it from. Wouldn't even tell them.
Man, hey, you know what? Hey, Steve, I got to stop you right there. Steve, I would hope that you would, and I understand your reasoning why. I understand your reasoning why, but I would hope that you would, because that also helps me as far as because I do this for the art of it. However, it is still a business for me. You know what I'm saying? So
but I have to vet them, because if I put my name on you, it's got to be like golden. They can't come there stuttering and they ain't got no goddamn money. You know what I mean? Like I can't like guy look at me like I'm a fucking jerk or some shit.
Respect.
Like no.
Respect.
You like when they come to you, they representing me.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Coach? If I say this shit, it's golden. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like say I can't have them like you looking at me like I'm gonna have like a sucker or some shit. Like Steve said this, you know what I'm saying? So that's just, and plus this is not for everybody. Like we talked about it. Like if you have a significant other or children around, they have to be able to live in an environment with animals.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? These are not like Labrador Retriever. These are, like you said, high performance dogs. It's like having a loaded weapon.
Yeah, they can kill you.
Has to be there.
Yeah.
Has to be there.
You have to be responsible.
Yeah.
And that ties into what we talked about on previous episodes about guard dog versus attack dog.
Yeah.
Why, if you're building these band dogs, a responsible breeder of these dogs will be telling his consumer that this is not an attack dog. Now, if you want to make it an attack dog, all liability is off of me. Off of me as the breeder.
Yes. We spoke about that. I told you about the NBA coach.
Straight up. So it's like I don't want that liability. Like, well, damn, coach, you bred that dog, and that dog is you've been antagonizing it and doing that irritate. What is that?
Agitation. Yeah.
And you making that motherfucker think that it's cool to be vicious. And now that dog, you done turn something on that you can't turn off. And now because of this power and its genetic abilities, now it's on attack and it's tearing up shit.
Yeah.
You can't blame that on me because I told you specifically that this dog is not for that reason, because of when it does turn on and that switch of attack and it does damage to the point of no return. Guess whose fault it is? The fault is yours as the owner. It's not mine, even though you can be like, well, I didn't breed a dog like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, these dogs aren't for everybody.
No, they're not.
And because we are breeding these type of dogs, which are, let's say, band dogs, so we're talking specific or working band dogs, you know what I mean? These dogs are bred, at least I do. I breed them to be the ultimate personal and property protection dog. That means they take it to the max of whatever you put them to. And if you're not taking the time to develop that dog psyche, like I was giving y'all an example earlier on in my day and dealing with my little nigga Sun Tzu, who, you know, he's got the ability and he's got the confidence that he want to dominate, but then how he want to dominate it, he want to shred shit already.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him, no, you are not doing that. But I have to teach him how he's the only way he know how. I can't bite him. I'm not going to be biting my dogs. I can get something that will wake his ass up enough to where it's like a bite. You know what I'm saying? Like how he's doing the little bitch. I got to do him the same way so that he understands, like, I don't tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not encouraging my killers to be killers because I know it's in them to do it. And once you encourage that in dogs like these that we're talking about, these particular high performance type dogs, bro, you're gonna create a monster. You don't know it until you experience it.
And look how you say that, Coach. Look where you at. And you sitting, we already talked, you in the cut like Sosa, you sitting on 6 acres.
Yes,
now
sir.
imagine if somebody got a AK-47 band dog or whatever you want to cook up next. But imagine if they're in proximity and their neighbors like right next door. You sitting on 6 acres.
Right.
You see, people don't, you know, when they found out, when USAA, my insurance company, I guess because the pet insurance I had on one of my dogs, when they found out what kind of dog it was, you know, they automatically called me and said, well, you got to put $1 million umbrella policy over your home because, you know, dogs come under personal property.
Right.
You know what I mean? So being in law enforcement, and if you've never been sued before, it's very invasive. You know what I'm saying? It's your life is in an uproar for years. You know what I'm saying? And it don't happen overnight. 5 years after the incident happened, you know, when I worked law enforcement, I got a packet in the mail about this fucking lawsuit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't understand even though that's a different situation.
Okay.
The gravity of it. You know, there's always 3 fights. It's the criminal act or whatever happened, let's say with dogs. Then there's you know, any charges or you know what I'm saying, that comes with that. And it's a civil lawsuit. Somebody's got to be held liable.
Right.
So all that, you know, I mean, people on YouTube, they out there doing agitation work, showing all this shit. No different than I tell the guys that be at the range, all this tactical Timmy. Everybody thinks they're fucking John Wick now. Life is not a John Wick movie.
Facts.
This is real shit. Everybody wants a goddamn Belgian Malinois now. They want to run around staccatos. You can't even shoot a Glock, but you got a $5,000 staccato.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? These are the people I run into on a daily basis. It's all ego. Like when I was young and all that bravado shit, yeah. When you got shit to lose, it's different now.
Facts.
You got shit to lose, man. And when they come, all that stuttering, the prosecutors come and shit, bro, all that stuttering shit, they don't want to hear all that. You the one in charge. The man, you the one in charge, right? You walked out there with all your ego and shit. You let that dog go, let it do what it do. If somebody broke into the house, home invasion, whatever the dog does, you want to kick it out the house. I can't go to the cop and say, my dog, the Cane Corso named Nitro. I can't say I let Nitro go 100 yards down the street, coach, and bite somebody's neck out.
Yeah.
That's murder.
Yeah.
Can't do that shit. We don't do apprehension. I'm not acting law enforcement no more.
Right.
We're not apprehension. Like we talked about it. Why did they use Belgian Malinois? When AK-47 or Black Hawk, any of your dogs bite something, it's breaking bone.
Yes, it's crushing bone all day.
It's crushing bone. It ain't just tearing ligaments and tendons. It's breaking something. You know, that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference. They don't want to hear that shit. You know
No,
how it's gonna feel. You know how it is.
Steve,
Yeah.
it's because they've never experienced it. Let's say even on, like you said, on even a separate subject matter, not even the dogs, just being sued civilly or whatever on a separate, they've never experienced the liability of that, the stress of that.
Yeah.
So they want to show out, right? We're not saying anybody in particular, but those people who like the rah-rah in the dog. They like to do agitation type shit in the dog. You like to agitate a killer, right? You know what I mean? It's like Tupac said, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. But however, these dogs is bred to be killers.
Yeah,
so you taking these dogs that can kill a man or prey, and then you agitate it. You agitate it. So then that dog is imprinting it because you're imprinting it in his psyche that it's okay to flare up when you're mad. It's okay to bite when you upset.
Yep.
Well, then when, like you said, when there's a situation and you think, okay, I'm protecting myself, you let your dog bite somebody. Oh, you don't know the repercussions of that. Yeah, that person could have been, intruding on your space or could have been threatening you. However, even though that was happening, that dog bite is going to put you in court.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have to figure out how, money-wise, get you a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And then how you can make that self-defense, you can make that dog bite something that the judge or the jury, wherever you take it, the prosecutors can say, okay, yeah, you didn't sick that dog on there, or you tried to prevent your dog from biting the person, but the person came into your space, the dog had no choice to bite. But no, how we see how they doing these sporting dogs, right? These dogs that can do that, Malinois, whatever, Bandog, they're teaching these dogs that it's okay to bite and attack, which for, a consumer, right? Somebody who likes these type of dogs that really just want for family protection, they're not doing it for sport. You don't want dogs like that. You don't trust them.
Coach, you watch those videos, Coach. You see the videos. Like we talked about that before. Say, I think that some people, the people that watch you, they're pretty much astute, so they know what the deal. But I don't think that the average person actually knows. A good personal protection dog that I've seen might cost you 50 to 100 grand.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? These dogs are not cheap. But that's not. But like Nitro, I messed up on Nitro because he's kind of junkyardy. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of junkyardy. He don't like
that. What kind of breed you got?
He's a cane corso, but he's an old school Cane Daffio, Mike Santilli line cane corso.
Okay.
So he's old school. He's kind of junkyardy. He's not really. He doesn't like anybody but me and my wife.
Okay.
Nobody. No strangers. Nobody. He's not dog aggressive. He's man aggressive.
Okay.
We were at the vet that time. The vet tried to take blood, try to draw blood, and he never gave me any kind of warning. He went after the vet, and it was crazy because the vet had a toupee. The motherfucker's toupee flew off and shit.
Oh shit!
I mean, this is it. You had to tackle him like shit. Like this is like that's when I got. When these dogs go, they go.
Right.
And ain't like the situation you told me about back in the day with your neighbor and all that. And this is it's a very traumatic event when you see violence, like it's very traumatic. It's like, God damn, now you gotta explain this, like, what I mean, like, then say it was self-defense, Coach, but then when you get your lawyer, you already know that dog's pretty much getting put down anyway.
Oh yeah,
I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. It's over. No matter if you were the right or wrong, just for GP and for the optics of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put. It's like you get in a shooting, they're taking that gun. No matter if I was right at self-defense, the gun is gone. It's gone. Fuck the gun. That shit's gone. You never get that shit back. Right. So that's just part of the game. That's how it go. But when you talk about dogs, it's like, I bring it back to people. It's like, say something happens, Coach, you defend yourself. Right. But it's different when you use a knife or use a gun. See, a knife you have to get, it's a certain, a certain intimacy with a knife. You got to get close with a knife. A gun, any sucker can shoot a gun.
Facts.
I'm not saying like properly. I didn't say you like go back to that John Wick shit, but I ain't saying it's going to be like that. But anybody can pull a trigger. A knife takes, they look at the courts, look at that shit a little bit different.
Right.
So people need to be aware exactly, like I told you, you can't get a little bit pregnant. You know what I mean? When you in this shit, you in this shit, man.
You are.
You in deep. I mean, when you get these dogs like this, you in deep. You got to know exactly who you at all times, who around you. You know what I'm saying? You got to know this shit, man.
Yeah.
You got to know this stuff.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's why even for me, when I sell any of my dogs to my consumers, I let them know specifically, like, bro, I bred an on-off switch in these type dogs. Yep. You might not have never dealt with a killer before. You might not have never seen, like you said, the carnage and the damage of what dogs can do. You might not have been in a situation like we talked about with my neighbor, dog situation and fucking up this dog. You know what I mean? Like you ain't never seen that type of shit. So if you ain't never seen it, then you ain't gonna take what I say that serious. But I'm emphasizing to you. I'm putting the emphasis on it. Like, take this dog. Do not turn that motherfucker on for the first year. Do not. You take your time and you just love on this dog. You socialize this dog.
Yeah.
So that the dog can understand that it's okay. This is the importance of dealing with dogs that are genetically bred to kill.
Yeah.
They need to understand that they don't have to if there's not a reason. They need to understand that because a drive in a dog is innate. If it's in there, it's there. Okay? It's just a matter of what's going to turn it on and if that dog understands to turn it off. Because normally what I've seen in these type drivey dogs is when they get into it and they feel that, it's like an adrenaline rush to them. When they feel that juice of that drive, they don't want to turn it off.
Yep.
They want to keep going. They want to keep going. If they're fighting dog on dog and that dog is screaming, it's going to make it want to tear the dog up even more. See what I'm saying? So until you experience that and you have a hard time controlling it because maybe you encourage it or maybe this is your first time and you're seeing how much of a pain in the ass it is.
Yeah, it is.
Money it's going to cost you because you got vet bills and all these things that can happen. You like, okay, now what coach is telling me about this dog makes sense. Now, I want this dog to do this and do that, but at the end of the day, I really don't want it to do this and do that. Think about that. I really don't want this dog to really have to tear somebody's asshole up because they coming on my property, breaking in my house. I really don't want that.
But you see how you said that, coach? You said that just take it and love on the dog. Number one, you can't protect something that you don't love. You see what I'm saying? If that dog just has that emotional bond with you, because I'm not a dog expert. I'm just speaking, when a dog or a person loves, say if you married or whatever, the assignment is, I mean, even from our era, whatever, you die protecting your wife, your kids, et cetera, et cetera. That's the assignment.
I agree.
That's why I tell young guys, stop tricking off dates. And I don't want to get off at a tangent. But you know what I mean? The same, it's like, I liken it to that when I tell my young nephew stuff like that. You go out on a first date or whatever. You don't even know this girl's name. No sexual access or whatever. Somebody comes out of nowhere, puts a gun to her. What the fuck are you supposed to do? You die for a woman that you barely know? What do you do? You see? See, with your wife, there's no question. Correct. It's very easy. It's easy. That shit comes easy. It's not, you don't even think twice about it.
Right.
Like these dogs, like, I see people and they do all this and they do all different training and stuff. But if that bond isn't there, these dogs is already in them. If I got to antagonize you to bring out fury, you got the wrong dog. It's got to be in the blood already. It's got to be here already.
Correct.
That's now I know that. Now I know the difference. I know the difference between the show and go, like I told you, the Dwight Howard syndrome, look good coming off the bus. And to Kobe applied pressure. You know what I mean? You in Orlando looking like Superman. Well, motherfucker, I need you to be Superman.
Right.
Look good, big for nothing. Looking good come off the bus.
Correct.
That's why I like it. That's where you see a lot of that. You see a lot of that. They're impressive until somebody applied pressure to them.
Correct.
A lot of these dogs just big, just big.
And it's a game too, like we said, and that's nothing against those people who do the sport. But in reality, it's a game to the dog. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, it's a game. You know what I mean? If a dog has a bite drive, for whatever reason, for whatever toy it is, for a sleeve, if it just has bite drive, and you hone on that bite drive, that dog is doing it for the whole purpose to just bite.
Yep.
Period. I just want to bite. So it just bites, right? So boom, that's cool. That's whatever. That's for the sport. It looks great. Yeah, you might have to, maybe you might send your dog to attack, which you should never do. Don't ever send your dog out on attack. Don't ever let your dog off a lead and attack nobody. You're fucked. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So, but at the same time, that looks good in the sport.
That's good.
But like I always try to tell these individuals, right, with my dogs, okay, I don't do, and I told you all before, I have all the equipment, all the sport equipment. I got a shed full of it, all of it. The full bite suit, the whole shit, all the shit. I got it all because I was going to do stuff like that. Okay. However, my program expanded and my one-man bandship, I can only do so much. So being able to do so much, I have to figure out which one is more important. I got the whole set. I was telling you, Steve, I got the whole setup. Do weight pull. I can do wall climb. Y'all know I can do it all when it comes to dogs.
Yeah, I seen all that. I see you had all that, bro. I see.
So you understand. I'm serious about this dog shit. However, I can only do so much now because I've been focusing on the dogs and just conditioning. I've seen dogs show me what they can do without me having to agitate them.
But I see the jumping. You see the jumping that you had. I'm looking at the way your dogs are jumping. See that? I see that athleticism in them. I see the way Snow runs and the way Black Hawk and AK is just a damn, their mouth like a fucking, I don't even explain them. The mouth is motherfucker.
Yeah, he got
that shit like it just eat people. That motherfucker look crazy.
Yeah, AK the truth, man.
Yeah, that shit. That I mean, but that's just because you spent. You see, you get what you pay for. You spent the money and you went on that DNA search.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, and I'm not a breeder, like I said, but a lot of people realize to say you want to start your own line, it might take you 20 years, you know, to get what you want. And like you said, Coach, you had the space keeping all the litters.
Yeah.
Everybody can't keep 30 dogs, man.
No, they can't.
Everybody can't do that. They don't have it, man. It's
the
very
resources, the time, all that shit, money.
Yeah. Coach, go ahead and tell what it's like when your woman want to go on vacation.
Oh, you know, I mean,
you see what I'm saying? You see the shit I'm talking about?
You really ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You all-time, full-time dogs, unless you got somebody you can trust, you know, that can be there to help you. Other than that, I mean,
the dogs won't kill, though, Coach. That the dogs won't kill.
Exactly.
Yeah. Somebody you can trust, the dogs won't tear their head off.
I can't have I just can't have anybody. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have my son. You know what I'm saying? Or my nephew. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I was telling you, I gotta make sure I give him a nice little walkthrough for the probably first couple of days. You know what I mean? I gotta walk them through it for the first couple of days so that the dogs, and I can make sure they doing everything exactly the way it's got to be done. But like you said, there's no real days off. It's gonna take you time to really build something to a level. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to freestyle it, do what you like. You know what I mean? But if you're coming out with a plan of action, buying the best genetics to produce these levels of performance dogs, which I want to produce a high performance dog, not just a performance dog, but a high performance, it's going to take time. It's going to take effort.
Because even the blood you got, Coach, even the blood, the people that bred those dogs like Red Bull and them, they don't even have the shit you got.
No, they don't.
You're like, you know what I mean? I look at like, I don't know if we aging ourselves here. Like, remember, did we speak about the movie like The Island of Dr. Moreau? Or like Jurassic Park?
Yep, like Jurassic
Park.
Park.
You know what I'm saying? That DNA, you know, and watching certain guys, like guys that breed horses or gamecocks, they know genetics. They know, you know, traits to look for.
Yes.
You know, especially horse breeders. They know that shit.
Yeah, that's multi-million-dollar business, horse breeding.
Oh, yeah. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions. I used to work with a guy, his grandfather owned a $100 million horse farm in Kentucky. 100 million. Wow. But he wanted to be a cop. His grandfather owned 100. His brother runs it now. His grandfather owned $100 million horse breeding ranch out of Kentucky.
Wow.
100 million. You know what I'm saying? So this like when the horse, when you spend that kind of money, you see those guys spend $2-3 million on a horse, man.
On a horse, bro.
The whole different, you know, different echelon.
Whole different league, man. That's a whole different league,
Yeah,
man.
totally
You
different.
know, the dogs ain't even nowhere close to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally
Nowhere
different.
close to it.
Yeah,
But like
horse
you
league is
said,
different.
Stevie,
Yeah.
like you said,
Mhm.
that arena,
Mhm.
how they do them horses and performance and genetics and their
Mhm.
genetic characteristics, and they're
Yep.
breaking down horses. You know, let's say, what was that horse that was the best horse of all time and shit that had the
Secretary.
big heart? Yeah. So
Yeah.
they did a
Mhm.
damn autopsy on that motherfucker to see
Yeah.
why he was such good, so good, and they
Mhm.
found out he had a big heart and all that shit.
Yep.
And then they
Guess
spent
what? But guess what, Coach?
Go ahead.
He never produced another champion. He never produced one champion. He went out because after he won, he went out the stud when he retired. He never produced another champion out of him.
Now watch
See?
this.
You
Steve,
see?
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
Now look,
Mhm.
this is where us as say if you're a breeder like myself, right?
Yeah.
This is where we call the mad scientists come in. This is where the experiments come in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yes, you have this freak of nature, right? That horse,
Mhm.
he's a freak of nature, like AK, right?
Mhm.
Just because he's a freak of nature doesn't mean genetically
Yep.
that he can pass that freak on
right.
to his offspring, right?
Mhm.
That's a crapshoot, right?
Mhm.
Now, what I would have did, and I'm sure they're smart enough to do this too. Now,
Yeah.
maybe they didn't think about this beforehand. I don't know.
Yeah.
What I would have did is went to the root that produced him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he didn't do it
Mhm.
and the foundation created him, I would have
Mhm.
kept breeding the foundation until I got him again. That's
Yeah.
what I would have did, right?
Yep.
But they probably was out for the money. They probably sold it. They probably sold the motherfuckers already. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And back then, you talking about, technology is called. I would have never fathomed when I was a kid that you could store dogs' DNA. I would
Yeah,
never
yeah.
fathom you. I still remember, like, I'm 46 now, Coach. Like, you in my age bracket.
Yeah, I'm
I
46.
remember getting pits with no papers out of, I'm from New Jersey, out of fucking want ads. I remember when I first got my first snakes, I bought them out of the like Reptile USA. They would send you wild caught boa constrictors. I mean, they all fucked up, scratched on the face because they fighting possums to eat. You ever see like you go to the circus back in the day, or you see a lion in a zoo, but then imagine a lion in the Serengeti, two different lions. That Serengeti lion told that wasn't a zoo. You throw about 60 pounds of meat out there a day. Coach, that Serengeti lion got scars on his face and shit. He all beat the fuck up. You know what I mean? That savagery is different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wild caught animals a little bit different.
Yeah.
So that's how I got started. Because me and my brother were just, we were a little extreme. We just, we were just, we had friends that had caimans and shit, and it used to be an old white dude lived by my grandma. He had all kind of shit. He just had money. He had all kind of shit, man. So it's crazy. This animal game is crazy, man.
It is, man.
Yeah, this animal game, it's crazy. But I don't like. I think the Bandog is the way.
I think so too. I think so
It's the
too.
wave. It's the wave now, man. Especially in Europe, they got no choice.
Yeah. Hey, and them European cats, man, they got some they got some damn dogs over there.
Yeah, remember I showed you some of that shit.
Yeah, you showed me. That's what I'm saying.
Like, God damn.
What was that? A Dante? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, them boys over there,
Yeah,
man.
a few cats, they got some shit there. Yeah, they got some but their dogs, they're big into culling over there. I don't know as much now, but back in the day, the dogs they didn't have Americans. We ruined shit, Coach. We just ruined shit.
Yeah.
Them dogs over there, if they don't work, they're dead.
Right.
There is no just laying around having some big ass dog while my sheep are getting killed. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. Coach, you got to produce. And that's what they breed for. It's some dogs they won't even let come over here.
I mean, with a program like them, for example,
Yeah.
I mean, you can see why. You know what I mean? Like they worldwide with it. They're consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, good Lord.
But you got me and you talked over it. You got lucky with your first experience with importation. You got lucky. And now with the CDC, with the new guidelines coming down August 1st, with that bullshit, I mean, it's going to be a way around it, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a 6-month pup is a total different animal coming out of that crate, man.
Yeah.
Imagine a 6-month presser. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
come on, man. That's like Thanos coming out of that goddamn crate, bro.
But
That
like,
should have up. What the fuck? Like, shit.
Steve, it's just like we talked about. It's like
Yeah.
if you understand how to cook up a particular dog, you can make your dog. There's enough dogs here in the U.S.
Enough here
that you can cook up your own. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go overseas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially with the new regulations to go get your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, I got lucky. You know what I'm saying? I would say blessed. I got blessed on my first experience going overseas that I was dealing with somebody who was honest. Not only that, Steve, he suggested a dog for me.
Okay.
Right? He said, Coach, I suggest that you get this one. Right.
Okay.
But I told him, like, nah, I respect that. However, I already had in my mind what I wanted based off of what I saw between the parents. So I needed to see that in the puppy, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a rookie in these dogs, right? Now, if somebody new might have took what he said and went with it. I'm sure most people would have. Like, oh, black dogs are popular, right? Oh, let me get the black dog because the black dogs are popular. And they would have went with that. I don't care about color. I need frames, brains, and motors. That's what I need. I need the frame to look like it's supposed to. I need the motor. I need that drive. That's why I asked him, is it going to have drive? He said, it's going to have drive. Cool. That's what I need. Let me stack them up for me so I can see the size. So I had them stack up. Boom, boom, boom. I had the legs. So I knew exactly what I wanted. I didn't care what color it was. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to get AK over here. You know what I'm saying? The dog that he wouldn't have picked because he would have picked the black one. Okay.
Yeah.
I pick what I have, and then it just so happens that, AK is, to me, my opinion, compared to all his brothers, is top tier, even amongst all his fathers, his sire's offspring. AK is number one. Period. He's the most popular.
Yeah, his dad ain't no slouch either, Coach. His dad was no slouch.
I mean, bro, his dad ain't no slouch, but I'm gonna keep it real. I gotta keep it real with you, okay? Because that's what I do. Okay. Salute to his daddy. Old Gunner. Salute to his daddy, man.
Yeah.
And AK's daddy, man. AK's daddy can't fuck with AK, man.
Yeah, I believe that.
AK bigger than him. AK's mouth is bigger. AK is more and Gunner's intense like a motherfucker. And Gunner's a real intense, drivey dog. AK
so Gunner, he's still alive. He's still alive now.
I mean, he's out there in the UK. I don't know what's going on because they got that law with them XL bully type dogs.
Yeah, that shit is.
They got him hidden out there. You know what I'm saying? I think he's hidden out there. I'm sure they're gonna hide him out because that dog done made my man so much bread. You know what I mean? But if we comparing, bro, AK and Gunner ain't jumping like AK. You see AK jump like that?
But you know the caveat. You see this the thing though, right? We talked about
and respect Gunner. We're not gonna knock Gunner. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna knock his daddy. You know what I mean?
Now we already, you got to be able to see trends when they're happening fast. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm telling everybody, if you get, this is my conjecture on this. If you say you get a dog, say it's a press or whatever, because things, it's a buzzword. It's a buzzword. These are buzzwords, pit bull, whatever buzzword. I mean, a lot of brothers are already doing this, especially if you in confines of space like apartments or townhomes or whatever. I employ everybody. Get the dogs mostly support certified and personal service dog certified. Because now you're dealing with the American Disability Act and shit like that.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Because that's going to have to be the wave. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when they start, I'm telling you, Europe's already going to start doing this. You know what I mean? They're going to start, I believe, Coach, in the next 5-10 years, embark and DNA testing their dogs is going to be by law mandated. You know what I mean? That's how I know the Bandog is going to be the wave.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, it's not a pit. It's this. Okay, well, say it's 70% pit bull. Okay? You saw what they try to do in Florida, what they doing that Gestapo type shit. Motherfuckers just popping up at your kennel. Just pop up.
Wow.
Yeah. And they taking females. I saw the Huffmaster. I think he does bulldogs, but he was talking about that. They're taking the female dogs, making the dogs get spayed at your expense, like shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah, shit.
They made in Florida. I thought they made the pit bull illegal again.
No, it was some other shit going on. I saw the interview. I gotta find an interview for you with a guy there. I think his name is Michael Huffmaster.
Okay.
He did a whole. It's over like a year old now, but he was talking some shit about that. Like people can just drop dying on you and motherfuckers just pop up at your kennel, just pop up. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Your shit is spectacular, but I'm saying, you know, it's still the invasion of privacy. Like, who are you? Are you law enforcement? Who the fuck are you?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just pop up. Like Jesus of Nazareth is showing up. Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying, Coach? Like, who the fuck? Like, what?
Fact.
You see? But when you got, when you start succeeding, and then you see what you created is exclusivity. It's exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, Coach, people say the economy's bad. Great. Okay. Go to the Lamborghini dealership and see if you get a sell on Lamborghini.
Right. Yes. My point exactly.
Show me the Lamborghini. Show me the Lamborghini commercial in America.
None.
You can't even get one, right? Try to get a brand new Lamborghini Revolta. Try to get one.
You ain't, if you're on a list, you miss out. You got to buy used.
Try to get, let's say, a Lamborghini SVJ, say an older one, 1.2 million. Try to get a deal on that. They can't even,
Rolls Royce.
That's what I'm saying. They can't even keep them. These are hand-built cars. They can't even keep them on the lot.
Right.
See, the whole experience is different when you get exclusive shit. Like I'm likening it to your dog, similar to the dogs. Yes. The whole experience is different. Now you go get you a fake Louis Vuitton bag, but when the wife, before I go hang out with the fellas, wherever the passport gonna take me, I'm not stupid. Women like nice shit.
Of course.
You go to Louis Vuitton. I've been there a few times out here at King of Prussia Mall out here in PA. And you go in there, they got the bags in the front, but then they got the fucking bags in the back that start with 5,000, 6,000 and up. You know what I'm saying? You get a fake bag, and the fakes these fakes have fooled a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Don't get it twisted. But the leather is not as supple. Certain things are not.
The quality ain't there.
The quality's not there. Something's going to lag somewhere. You can never, it's like when Louis Vuitton, you ever buy Louis Vuitton, my wife, her bags are in the Louis Vuitton system. So if a zipper or something break, you can go to look the headquarters in Paris, France, and still get the bag fixed because your name's in the system already. You know what I'm saying? The exclusivity of it, it's totally different. You know what I mean? And that's why I like the dogs. You see how people, you got them chopping at the bit. When you going to drop a pup? When you going to drop a pup? When are you breeding this? When are you doing this? You see?
Yep.
They're waiting around. They're waiting already. They're waiting because they see what you got. You know what I mean? They see what's brewing over there. And some shit you won't even show.
No, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. It's shit you don't show. Yeah, shit you don't even show. People think they think about certain, they don't know, you know what I mean?
But like I was telling you, Steve, I had to do it on purpose. You know what I mean? Because like I was saying, when I was doing my campaign for these past 3 years, right? Selling to the world. Before I was selling to my friends. Hold on, let me all right, I'm good. Okay, so before I was selling to my, people around me and stuff like that, because I had that type of market.
Yeah.
But then when I decided to, let the world know who I was and, really push out there, then I was, because I was in my own lane, I had to create what I would call an introductory pricing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Even though I paid, for example, a $12,000 ticket for AK, including shipping and handling, $12,000.
Yeah.
I knew that the average consumer ain't me.
Not cheap. Yeah. Ain't
so
cheap.
At the end of the day, my dogs, I know based off of what I spent is worth that. I know you can't afford it. So let me go ahead and price these AK-47 chopper puppies at an introductory price where you can afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So being that I did that and I was campaigning for these past 3 years, and I've sold a lot of puppies, so I'm not going to knock the fact that I have. I got dogs all over the United States, all over the world. That's all facts. I've done that. But at the same time, I was dealing with a flux of consumers that couldn't even afford my introductory price.
Hold on, Coach. Talk about the ones that can't afford it, but was on some bullshit.
Well, that's what I'm. Well, okay, so
No. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, put it this way: the majority of my consumers happen to be people of color like us.
Yeah.
Right?
And the famous ones, coach.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll bring that one in there too. Okay, I'll bring that one in too. Okay, but the majority of my consumers happen to be men of color. Majority men, okay, whether it be Latino, whatever, but mainly brothers, right? They want what I have because I have a very desirable product, which is these dogs. And then no cap, 95% of them can't even afford my introductory price. Like what
you know what, Coach? Now some of that you gotta realize. Hold on, I think that some of them, because you know how it is in the pit bull world, it's a throwaway world, especially when it came to the dog fighting game. It was, they're not used to spending that on something they think is going to thrash. So it's that mentality still there.
Correct.
If these were old pit bull dog men, you know how the mentality,
Correct.
They're not used to it, especially in the hood. They ain't used to that shit.
Correct.
Now you might have some, some dope boys out there, some niggas that get money. They're like, okay, yeah, whatever. But you know how that go. You know how that go. I'm sure they jump in your DMs more they jump in these fucking IG model DMs.
Bro, it was crazy. I'm telling you, I'm in thousands. I'm in the thousands, man. Thousands. So that was my introductory to the market, right? So then based off of that, I had to tell myself as a businessman, you know what? I have to retract my product off the shelf.
Yeah.
I have to make these individuals who wanted something that they really couldn't afford, even at introduction price, fiend for the fact that, man, I should have got it when Coach had it on the jug. Coach had it on that discount. I should have had it. I should have had my money right. Now he don't have it no more.
Yep. Now what's the part right there, Coach? If I may, was there any stipulations as far as breeding and stuff like that when they bought the pup from you?
No, man, I was giving with dogs have papers. I was giving you
papers.
I was giving you welcome.
Wow.
To me, here is the best price you ever get for the best type dogs you can ever fucking find. Performance dogs. Okay. Wow. Boom, with papers, no restrictions, none of that stuff. I was, introductory price. I dropped my draws. Hey, drop my draws to my knees, Stevie, to my knees.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
And still was dealing with that type stuff. So I had to retract. I said, you know what? I retired AK. AK is only 4 years old. I'm retiring them, right? I retired AK. I put all the dogs I put all my breeders on the shelf. Like no breeders, nowhere. Boom, I'm cool. Okay. Now, of course, like I was telling you, Stevie, now the demand is up, but there's no product. I'm making it like it is, like you said, with Lambo and Rolls Royce and all that. You got to get on the waiting list.
Yeah.
Or you want one of them? Well, there's none available. Sorry.
None available. Sorry. Yeah.
And when they are available, the price is going to be a premium because there's not a lot of these out here. I'm not flooding the market with it.
See, you can always take that back right there because it's like anything that's exclusive like that. Say that the whole. Even back to the cars.
Yeah.
You'll go to the dealership. They got some cars out there that they're already allotted. You know what I'm saying? They're already allotted. But these are hand-built cars. So you might have to wait 6 months. Like take it like the Bugatti when it first came out. The Bugatti Veyron. You might wait 3-4 years.
Right.
See, Ferraris like that. Certain Ferraris you had to own prior to qualify for certain other Ferraris. A lot of people don't know that. You see? And they'll make you wait because they don't give a fuck.
Right, because their brand is there. They have a certain clientele who respect that.
Yeah.
They like that exclusivity. They like the fact that when they get it, they're one of a few. And the quality is of that level. Now, me, I'm too far, like I was telling you, I'm too ahead of this dog game. And that's not me. Pat myself on the back. No, that's me putting in this work and spending this type of money and really having a passion for what I do. Okay, I have a passion for it. This is something that
what did we talk about before, Coach? What did we talk about before this summer? I know personally, at least, man, I could count right now at least 10 presser breedings I know going down right now. And I already know these guys going to be sitting on puppies. I know already. I see it already. I see it coming already.
Yeah.
Because some people will get blessed some good ass deals.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
everybody ain't got the space.
Nope.
Especially if you got two females about to pop at the same shit. That's, man, look.
Right.
Around September, you'll see.
It shifted my whole perspective. You know what I mean? The economy shifted my whole perspective.
That's another thing too. Yeah.
And it just made me understand, like, okay, yes, it's a business, and you want to make money, right?
Yeah.
So I turn my top tier level dogs into a Walmart type of scenario, or a thrifty car type scenario where I'm just letting the best go for the low, and I'm selling dogs like that. Do I do it like that? And does that make my brand be what it's supposed to be? Does that do any type of level of respect for my dogs and the DNA? No. I'd rather not make any money off of the dogs. You know, struggle, do whatever I gotta do to make the market catch up to me.
Now you see, how many people will do that though?
Because they're not sacrifice, Steve.
Yep.
They're not, this ain't their passion, bro. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know what it's like to be a real dog man where you gotta sacrifice for your animals. They don't know that.
Now, Coach, tell them, because everybody thought this damn Shangri-La you done built out there happened overnight. Tell them how long that shit took.
Bro, that shit
Tell them the process about that shit, just to get to the 6 acres out there to the compound. That didn't happen overnight.
No, that was started in 2005. That was
2005.
That was 2005 until 2016 when I bought my property.
11 years.
Yeah. Okay.
You see that? Nobody even knew that shit. 11 fucking years that took.
They don't, you know, this part of it is, you know, and that's why you hear me always talk about the work, and more work. You know what I'm saying? Like, those who follow me know I always be talking that. It's not just to be saying it, just to say it. Like, no, I have to root you in the work. That's why I say 3 times. 3 is a root number. You know what I'm saying? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So when I tell people work, and more work, that means that, you know, for you to get to this level of dogmanship that I'm at, it's work, man, and it don't happen overnight. It's gonna take you some time. It's gonna take you some time and some effort. But if you take it serious, you consistent, you put your money where your mouth is. You gotta invest in this type of stuff. You can't get out here shit for nothing. Like we talked about the Louis Vuitton bag for your woman, right? You're not gonna go buy her a knockoff. Maybe you could, and you maybe get them all, you know, get away with it. You know what I mean? Your girl might not know, but in your heart, you know, like, man, I just bought my woman a knockoff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like back in the day, I'll say this: back in the day, I couldn't afford a Rolex.
Yeah.
So I bought me a knockoff Rolex. I'm not gonna front to you. I did. But I was rocking that shit like it was the real thing. But in my heart, I knew it was fake. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was able to, you know, save my money up, I got me a real one. You see what I'm saying? And it feels, you know, the prestige of that is more when you understand what a fake is versus what a real is. So same thing with this dog thing that we doing. Okay, it's the same thing. If you want the best type dogs, okay, you got to invest in the best dogs. If you want to have the best DNA, and like you hear me say, got DNA, I do. I invested in those genetics. Whatever that profile of that dog is valuable to me because I'm using its genetic profile to create better dogs. So
but you realize what you did when you did the people that got blessed with the earlier dogs, if they wanted to breed, you gave them a full, like a business in the box right there.
Man,
because you just exponentially helped them out by the DNA is already in the dogs you gave them.
Facts.
Anything those dogs got bred to is going to pop. You know what I'm saying? So
Stevie, it's like this. It's like buff dogs, like we talked about back in their program, right? When I was able to contact them by God's grace, because nobody else had that ability because they was out of business. But my timing, my email, my 3 weeks response from Jackie was the reason why I was able to get their multi-years of DNA. See what I'm saying? So that put me ahead, like how you were saying. People who got my DNA, if they know how to know what they're doing with it, it puts them ahead. Same thing with what I was able to do with my Bandog program. I was able to get ahead. You feel what I'm saying? Based off of their blood, sweat, and tears, their so many years, their money that they invested, I was able to buy their DNA. So that put me ahead of the curve. Just like how you said, anybody who came up on the genetics, they was able to be ahead of the curve with my DNA. But a lot of times, to be real with you, Steve, they don't know what to do with it unless they ask. You know what I'm saying? Unless they really have a vision. You know what I'm saying? I know my family, Bill, he got a vision. You know what I'm saying? Bill, he on here. William, he on here. But, you know, if you have a vision, you can take the genetics and then add to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But not many people really have that type of vision. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. I sold 2 females to a brother.
Okay.
Right? And, you know, he was mentioning like, hey, man, you know, could I stub back to AK? And I was like, you know, yeah, man, of course. I mean, you know what I mean? Because that's something I'm going to do, right? Take AK to his daughter, right? So, you know, that's next level shit, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, you got 2 of AK's daughters, right? From 2 different litters. So you ahead of the curve. You got 2 half sisters, but they sisters. You know what I'm saying? 2 different
two different
to 2 litter mate sisters. So he's, you know, he got tight DNA, but just different genetic characteristics. And he said he wanted to bring back to AK. I was like, cool, I got you. I'll give you a deal too. Anyway, I saw, matter of fact, I didn't see some a breeder hit me up that I'm cool with. And it's actually the breeder who produced Gunner. Me and him is real cool, right? And he said, hey man, one of your customers hit me up and said that he wanted to, you know, get a stud off of my dog Dark Side, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, I know him. He's like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? But I guess he didn't really want to pay my stud fee. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? That's fine, you know what I mean? Hey, I don't know, man. That's cool, man. I just left it at that. You know what I mean? Small talk, but he was letting me know that, hey, you know, what's up with your boy? He ain't got his money right. I'm like, well, he should. He paid for 2 AK dogs. He's like, yeah, I told him I'll do this and just, you know, give me a pup back and all that shit. You know what I mean? Salute to your soul power. But you know, he said what he said, Steve, right?
Yeah.
You know, but then I'm thinking to myself after that, I'm like, bruh, are you, you know, like, you know, I'm just thinking like, why would you go there and take AK's offspring to that when you could be ahead of the curve and be one of the first? Because I haven't even done it yet. I haven't even take AK to his daughters yet. And that's going to make my AK versions of AK. That's going to make my double XL pit bull versions of those dogs.
Yeah.
AK to his daughters. So that's some advanced shit that I haven't even produced yet. But you would be the first ones to actually take AK to his own daughters and make them double XLs. You see what I'm saying? But for some reason, he gonna go and offshoot and take AK genetics to his granddaddy's genetics. Like, you know what I mean? So that kind of baffled me too. So that's what I'm saying. Even though you might have the genetic DNA, you might not know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you would do that breeding. Let's say he did that breeding and got those puppies or whatever. Sold them for whatever, right? Okay, boom. I don't know what he would get for them. I don't know none of that. However, I have people that can't wait for me to do them double XL Pitbull AK-47 choppers. They are chomping at the bit like, Coach, please, when are you going to do that? I got AK in retirement. So with him doing that, if he would have did that first, man, I mean, bro, I have people that will buy those for top tier dollars because I haven't even done it yet.
Yeah, because even when we spoke about, you know, what I call Project X.
That shit, Steve.
Yeah, the Project X would be like the ultimate, let's say, I guess it's the ultimate bull herder, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
Or bull lurcher, or whatever the hell they want to call it. Yeah, but that would be the ultimate. I never seen it before, you know, the way Snow moves and the way AK is. You're looking at because with the herding DNA, you know, the calmness and the protective, you know, just you don't have to worry about her running off anywhere. That, you know, the angles, you don't have to worry about.
Watch this. You ain't got to worry about her attacking just because.
But when they go, them can't that bite force. That's you gotta want to get hit with that. That's something that
dog will kill you, man.
Man, that dog will kill you, man.
That dog will kill you. Period. Period.com.
But because I can imagine that being Coach, that bite force might be 700-800 pounds, bro.
They say 750.
With them with AK and her together, shit.
It's a wrap. Yeah, that dog might be 800 plus.
Shit, man. Yeah, that's a lot of force, man.
And with the athleticism and the ability of the dogs, and then the AK's intensity in that dog, Snow White, and that Kangal. Imagine an intense Kangal. A Kangal that's intense.
With a head like AK, though.
With a head like AK. You know, the Kangal already got a big ass head.
Yeah.
When you put that with AK, and his athleticism and ability.
And more body.
And more muscle. Oh,
probably like a 120-pound version of AK.
It might be even more than that, because AK is 112 lean though.
Yeah,
so if I let that boy put the weight on him, he probably be more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't put that weight on there. And Snow White,
the Kango gonna get some leg to him.
Oh yeah. And he's already 26 inches. So he's already tall.
Yeah.
And she's tall, so she's gonna put the leg on him.
Yeah.
That dog. But see, one thing that I know that I can predict with that dog is, like I said, that dog is gonna be a great property protection type guardian. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that dog is. That dog is
nothing but obedience training.
That's all you need.
Basic obedience.
That's it. That's not the Project X one though that you're talking about though. The Project X one is going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Malinois, that's going to be an attack dog, and I don't know.
You would have what? Who your nephew got a Malinois?
My nephew got a Malinois.
And Coach, I'm trying to tell you, man. I mean, look, man. That's the one, bro. I don't know. That's a lot of dog, man. That's a lot of dog, man.
I don't even know if they ready for that one, man.
I don't even know. That's definitely, you got to sign an NDA for that shit.
Yeah, real talk.
You better sign this paperwork.
Real talk. I'm not liable. I'm not liable for this type of dog that you getting, man. If that dog,
man, I can't even fathom it. The intensity of a Belgian Malinois.
Yeah.
But the power of AK.
Is a wrap. And the intensity of AK. And so you getting double intensity with tremendous power, tremendous bite force, size. You're getting size.
Yeah, you know, the more you talk about that shit, I like that shit, Coach. I like that shit.
Bro, man, these niggas.
The more you talk about it, so your nephew gonna make you do it anyway. I know it's coming.
Stevie, it will come. It will come when I finally get these consumers, thousands, okay? Stevie, no cap. Thousands of consumers that be in my DMs over the past 3 years. Once I get them to respect the fact that what I'm doing is Formula One, high performance. Steve.
That's that dog.
Not just performance, but high performance. When they respect that and they got their money for that, then I'll go ahead and I'll cook.
I'll tell you, that dog right there, that Project X. I'm trying to tell you, Coach, that's a lot of goddamn dog, though. That's a lot, man.
You know what a lot of dog is? The AK-74s too. And I'm gonna say this right here. I was disappointed in one of my dogs that I sold to one of my consumers. I was very disappointed in my dog that I sold to him because his nerves and his confidence didn't match with my consumer.
Okay.
And he had to, he gave him to one of his friends that wanted him. You know what I'm saying? So it was disappointing to me that he didn't perform the way I bred him. Now, I'm not going to put it on him out of respect to him. You know what I'm saying? I feel, saddened by it. And I feel, and like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you spent your money and you didn't get what you want. I feel bad. However, I have 2 of those. And there's one that's in Virginia. Okay. The individual who has him in Virginia, him and his family is head over heels over the damn dog, right? They love the dog, right? They're not doing no agitation. The dog is automatic. Okay. What I told him it was going to be. The dogs that I have, AK-74 band, Chopper the Man Stopper. You seen his little thing look like his daddy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That boy right there, okay, he's young. He's just as intense as AK. Very athletic. He reminded me of a Malinois, okay? But he's stronger than Malinois.
A buddy of mine told me he wanted that. Hey, Coach, he said he wanted him. I said, my man, Number one, you're not home enough. Number two, you lazy as fuck. This dog, I mean, every dog, that's a lot of dogs. See, I'm retired. I'm at home, coach. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of dog.
I mean,
that's a lot, man.
It is.
That's a lot of dog to handle, man.
Steve, like we were saying,
yeah,
the psyche of the animal, right? You can suppress a dog's mental confidence based off of his environment. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know how to redirect it, you can ruin a dog in a sense. Now, I'm not saying that's what's, like I said, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying, Steve? We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. However, I have two of his siblings, and they feed off of me.
Okay.
They're confident.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When the dog left me and my wife, because my wife handles the dogs too, that dog was confident. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what shifted his mentality and got him in the shell, but it's a disappointment to my program that he was like that. However, like we were talking about certain type dogs that is level type, serious type.
Yeah.
AK-74 Bandogs is next level serious type. You know what I'm saying? From Chopper the Man Stopper.
Yeah.
To bitch Nina 9. And like I was telling you before, I'm slapping AK to Silver Bullet to continue them AK-74 Band dogs.
Silver Bullet's a nice dog too, man.
Well, like when it comes to these type dogs that is going to do the job, okay, genetically, these dogs is plug and play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Steve? As long as you do the basics.
You told Coach, not because you told the story, right? About your one boy that said the dog was soft. And then what happened?
Oh, yeah, I told him that story. I told him that story. Yeah, I told him that story. You know what I mean? About Red Rum. He named him Red Rum too, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my boy out there in New York. You know,
you talking about the one that destroyed the mouth?
Yeah, the one that ate the Malawal. He ate him.
Then dug it back up and brought the head
back up and brought the head back to him. Okay, killed his game pit bull. First of all, he had 2 real game pit bulls, man. Real one. Okay, this brother right here is a real dog, man. He got all kind of dogs. You know what I'm saying? So he got game dogs. He got all kind of. He's like me. He got a collection of dogs, right?
Yeah.
So when I had the AR-15 band dogs, he was the first one to buy one of my AR-15 band dogs. He was excited about it, right? Because he was fans of buck dogs back in the day. He wanted them type of. He like me and you. You know what I'm saying? Rooted in the dog. So anyway, he gets them, and like you said, I told you, 6 months. He's judging him at 6 months. Like, man, coach, I don't know about this dog. He's kind of soft, man. The dogs be trying to fuck with him, but he kind of staying minding his own business. I told my family, I was like, look, brother, that dog is smart. That dog is 6 months is not gonna fuck with your big ass fucking killers you got. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't dumb. That dog's playing his position. He's supposed to stay in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I told him that. I said, look, family, I put that in him. Right? He's like, yeah, man. You know what I mean? So whatever, that was that. So then when he hit it, about a year old, he hits me up like, coach, why that boy Rum damn near killed my game dog. Luckily I was there. I got him off, man, but I had to take him to the vet, man. I was like, bro, I told you. That's the first incident. I told you. Okay. I told you, just nurture that boy. Don't try to turn his buttons on. He already got it in him, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Then, like I said, about the Malawal, he's like, coach.
That's just crazy.
I had somebody watching my dog, and then the Malawal and Rum got into it, and then he killed the Malawal. So I come home, and the Malawal's dead. But not only is the Malawal dead, that boy Rum was eating him alive. The boy was eating him. I was like, what? Eating him? So I took him and buried him.
Oh, got it.
Ate him. Then he dug a hole and buried him, and then the motherfucker dug him up and took his head and cleaned all the meat, whatever was on him, and had his head up there on the porch. That's the second incident. Then he hits me up and says, hey, he killed my other game dog. He killed him. He killed him.
That shit is crazy, man.
Hey, now that boy Rum is his favorite dog. You know what I'm saying? But like I told him, it's in the dog. You ain't got to agitate the dog. It's in the dog. I put it in the genetics. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was saying to you, Steve, is like, I don't want people to just, get these type dogs and try to push something out of that dog before it's ready. Don't force that dog to be a killer when it's already a killer. Man.
Don't
do
it.
You
don't want that, man. When we were younger, coach, like that, man. I mean, when we were younger, that agitating, you wanted to see all that, you know what I'm saying? But now, man, it's just, and then you have to know, you got too much to lose.
Bro, I got a family. I got a house.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I'm trying to get sued for no damn dog?
No.
You know what I mean? And real talk, you've been around some killers. You've been in the prison system. You're in the military. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know that 9 times out of 10, a real killer do not want to get bit by no fucking dog.
No.
I don't want to get bit by a dog.
They're more scared of dogs than they are guns.
Yeah. I don't want to get bit by no fucking dog. So if I see a dog running at me, I'm not fucking standing there trying to aim fire. I'm running.
Even that's the other thing. You see, when you watch these videos, and a lot of guys, I'm not a dog trainer, but just from observation, you see where the dogs are where the bites are going,
right?
The legs in certain area, but my hands are still free. So what do you think I'm doing? You think I'm just sitting there letting a dog bite? I'm stabbing a dog. I'm slamming the dog. I'm shooting the dog. If I slam her, I might break the dog's back. See, Mawa's not a big dog.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then what happens if you got these so-called protection dogs? Remember, I'm not, see, everybody talk this shit, even myself. You knocked out 3-4 o'clock in the morning sleep. Somebody breaks into the house. You know what I mean? But police come after crimes are committed.
Right.
So that's a long fight, coach. 10, 15 minutes. That's a long. Can that dog have the intensity and the stamina to fight that long?
Yeah, to fight.
It's a long ass fight, man. It's a long fight. Remember, you waking up out of a dead sleep, coach. Somebody hit the house, you fumbling for your weapon and shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's 3-4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Can the dog fight? Wait, cops, whatever. It might be multiple combat. We don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like when I see these bigger dogs, like the first boar ball I told you, coach, was 130 pounds that I saw. I don't know what the fuck some of this shit is. No disrespect, no shade to anybody out there doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? But, in real life scenarios, what's more feasible? Can that dog actually do this for that amount of time? Remember, the police come after crimes are committed. We're talking about minutes, man. That 10, 15 minutes is going to feel like hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's going to feel, people don't think about that kind of shit.
No, they don't. They don't think about that. They don't take their crafts. I'm going to say they, as far as the breeders, right?
Yeah.
They don't take their craft that serious to think about all these things, right?
Yeah.
Like with the Bandogs, because it's a mastiff type, it's a mastiff mix. They want the damn near dog to be as big as a mastiff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, then get you a mastiff if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You're using a mastiff for a certain reason, but you don't want to limit the performance because the dog is so damn fucking heavy. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm expecting my mastiff to last long in combat. That's like a shotgun. A mastiff is like a shotgun. You know what I'm saying? You use that range.
Close quarters. What I mean?
That's it. You know what I mean? But I'm not expecting my mastiff to get into a long fight. You know what I mean? That's not what I wanted to do. But with a Bandog, it's supposed to be in your mind state, like your mindset as a breeder. It should be the ultimate personal protection dog. So it should be able to do it all.
But it came out, like it because I know that your hatred for that, for the brothers on the other side of the you can't stand that shit. But it came out of those original back in the day, like in the infancy, the 06, 07, or like Juan Gotti and those other, even some of the Remy dogs and Gray Line dogs, they still have fire in them.
Yeah.
They weren't like today. They still had, they still would get out there and get it. They wasn't like the Bandog came from, I guess, just men, working guys that needed a certain dog to do a certain job, but they couldn't find a breed to do it. It just came out of fuck. Like, okay, I need a dog for hog hunting, but I need a dog to do this, all in one dog, you know?
Yeah, all-purpose dog.
All-purpose dog. You know, like the way the goddamn, you know, like certain breeds, they just got ruined, man. I mean, back when we were kids, coach, import meant something. If somebody had an import Roddy, you know that motherfucker was like Freddy Krueger.
Right.
You already knew, or male or female, import Doberman, import German Shepherd, that dog will bite your goddamn face off.
Right.
You don't want to do, you don't want none of that smoke. That meant something. Importing with, you know, this is the buzzword now, you know.
Well, okay, so watch this, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a reason for that. Okay. The people overseas, they really had working dogs doing work.
Yeah,
they weren't doing shows.
Yeah.
Like the AKC and all these, and it's
that's true.
And they look good, right? They had dogs that really worked. It goes even back further to the OG white guys who were doing this, you know, I mean, the game dogs.
Yeah. Yep.
They were strictly making match dogs.
But coach, they called hard, man.
Okay, but
they called hard over there.
But this is my point.
Yeah.
It wasn't about what the dog looked like. You see what I'm talking about?
No, it wasn't.
If the dog could perform whatever task it was, so it happened to be, let's say we're talking game dogs, it was in the box. If you show the characteristics that they needed in the box, they will cook it up any old kind of way to get the performance. Period. They might like, oh, it's gonna look like this, it's gotta be bred like this. No, that's not how you make performance dogs. Goes back to the episode of Hybrid Vigor. It goes back to that. Okay. Battle breeds, like you know what I'm saying? Like the outcrosses.
Okay? You see that? See, coach, that's another thing. Two things happened when that was stupid that I didn't know when me and my wife got Nitro. Two things happened. One thing happened is that we were because even after I get off this call, we go back out on the bike, and I let him pull me on the bike for like 3-4 miles, you know, to this. That's what we, you know, do over here. But when it was summertime, there's no lie. It was stupid of me to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it was stupid. It's July. We went out early that morning on the bike, and then we went to some training with a dog trainer around here. And I mean, Nitro was foaming at the damn mouth, man. I mean, on the brink of I thought he was gonna have a heat stroke.
Oh man.
But nothing happened though. Even though he gets on my nerves, he got pushed to the limit though. You know what I'm saying? See, I respect tough dogs because he was just sitting here the other day, right? The UPS man came. I ain't know UPS man was outside. I looked at Nitro's ears. His ears stood straight up. He ran over to the door. But the screen door was, see what I'm saying, coach? The screen door was unlocked. I wasn't sure, you know, I had to run the fuck over there because he was about to bust the door. You see? Little shit like that. But he already knew somebody was approaching. I don't know how the fuck he knew this shit. He knew somebody. I just watched his face and see his ears. He heard something slam. The ear was straight up. He was on full alert already. Just, you know what I'm saying? But when we did that training that time, when he was pushing the brink, that's how I knew tough dogs. See, a lot of them dogs you got are tough. They bite each other all the time. And then they heal up. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of dogs ain't like that no more, man. They're not tough. Pit bulls never got sick when we were kids.
I know.
They didn't get sick like that.
Not bred.
Coach, I had people that had pit bulls 16 fucking years. The dog lived 15, 16 years.
Well, you know, like I said, with the pit bull game, it's kind of like the bully game. They breeding pedigrees, not breeding dogs no more.
Yeah.
They breeding pedigrees. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I say, if you understand how to really cook performance dogs, you're not looking at a damn pedigree.
Yeah.
We are trying to produce better performance dogs every time. The best way to do that is hybrid vigor. If you can capture hybrid vigor in all your breedings, you excel every time. How do I get a dog like AK? Hybrid vigor gave me that dog. Okay? I didn't breed him. Maybe the breeder wasn't thinking that. Maybe he was like, I got this dog I bought. I got that dog I bought. I like them both dogs. I'm going to breed them together. Maybe that's what he thought. Okay. Me, I understand the science of this shit.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing new under the sun. People been doing it since doing it, and they've been doing it well. You see what I'm saying? They've been doing it well for a long time. So why am I going to reinvent the wheel? Because I want a pretty pedigree?
Yeah.
Thank God I'm doing band dogs where my pedigree don't matter. It matters to the point of knowing the dogs in the pedigree. It matters, right?
Yeah.
So that I can gauge my genetic characteristics at least 3 generations down.
Just by you saying that right there, Coach, it piss a lot of people off. The people out here that so-called getting a lot of money, and you the one speaking about dropping papers, right? Were you the one speaking about? Were you the one speaking about dropping papers?
What do you mean dropping it? Like, what do you mean?
Well, people just hanging papers.
Oh, hanging papers. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, and I'm a victim of that too in the past, getting caught up in pedigrees, you know.
Yeah.
And not
I got a portfolio. I got stacks of papers.
Yeah.
I got 3 binders of dogs with papers. Okay. So I was a victim of that too. But go ahead.
Yeah. Then I realized, you know, like then I realized, you know, the way you keep, you know, you kept whole litters and things of that nature. A lot of these guys, you'll see these guys in no shade, whatever. You see the guy, I see the guy 5 years ago. Maybe he was doing Cane Corso.
Okay.
Then he's doing what do you call those Frenchies. Okay. Then he's doing Borbal. A lot of these guys, these internet influencers, social media influencers, when it comes to the dog game, they clear the whole yard out, spend about $50K, and do it against you. Because I had my homegirl. Didn't I tell you that, Coach? They stole both her French right out of our front fucking yard.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's getting deep out here with these dogs, man. People getting killed over goddamn Frenchies.
Oh yeah.
They sell them for 5, 10K. They sell, you know, the girls will walk around Louis Vuitton Gucci bag with the fucking dog in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, it shit is getting crazy out. The dog game. But you know, you start dealing with certain dog men. So you're a dog man. You're not just some goddamn, you know, poser out here that's pretending and he's following certain trends. It takes a lot of chutzpah, a lot of patience to stay and build a line. That shit takes like 20 years, man.
It takes a long time. And it's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Okay.
That you pretty much burn. You pretty much burn the money. It's pretty much just gone.
Yeah, bro. I'm in the red. I've been in the red.
Yep. But tell the other side, Coach. Tell them about how many dogs you had die. Just the mental of that. Just having dogs that you cared about dead.
I mean,
yeah, that's training, man. That's training. Yeah,
so many that I used to cry. I used to cry for. I used to be upset and emotional for probably months. No cap. When I lose a dog, but I love my dogs like they're my kids. Okay?
Yeah.
But because I've taken so many of them losses, I only mourn, let's say, 3 days.
Yeah.
With months to 3 days, and I'm over it.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's a part of it when you do this dog shit. It's a part of it. You know, as you get life, you're gonna lose it as well. You know what I'm saying? And there's all kind of scenarios that you encounter when you're dealing with these dogs that you lose dogs and you lose money trying to save them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You told me
this is a part of what we do if you're really into this dog shit.
Yeah, it's part of it. That's definitely you can't even think of like I told you. I know a guy out here. He does a lot of old school Cane Corsos. He named Dave, and he's good. He's about 25, but he's a good guy, man, real good guy. And he even said that he's keeping, just like you, Cole. He's keeping all the dogs. He got 20-acre farm. He grew up breeding animals, breeding livestock and shit, and birds and things of that nature. So he knows how to breed. Right now, he's got 4 litters right now. He just built a brand new compound. He got 20 acres sitting out there. And he's keeping all the dogs. He's doing the same thing you're doing. He's watching. He's watching everything. He wants to see everything. He wants to see these things develop and grow. But that everybody can't do that.
No, they can't.
Everybody can't do that, man. Remember I told you that story, Coach? I told you the story about the dude he was breeding. And then comes back to your wife. His wife wasn't into it. Well, okay, the pups start getting born, and the female start eating the goddamn puppies. Whole litter gone.
Mm.
But he called his wife, stop her. He's like, this is your shit. I'm not getting involved in that. Whole litter gone.
Mm.
Just like that. See, that's these little intricacies that they don't talk about. You know, being a breeder is not, look, man, you gotta be, this is a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, every day. This is every day.
And you're not going to get rich quick.
No, doesn't happen.
Don't fall for the Ponzi scheme.
No, that ain't
right. These individuals talking about how much money they making on these damn dogs. Do not fall for it.
Mm-hmm,
if you part of the 1%, salute to you, right? The 1% that's making big time bread, salute to you. You've earned it. You've done it. But as you as a inspiring breeder, okay, don't you dare blow smoke up your own ass and think that you're going to get rich off these dogs, because you're not, okay? Unless you really going to do, like we talked about, put in that time. You're going to put in that time. You're going to put in that work. And not only that, are you going to stand alone in your own lane so that you can create your market for your dogs? Because when you hop in the market of everybody doing the same type of dogs, you competing with a lot of people.
Yeah, people, a lot of people.
And that money, like how you were saying with the cane corsos, how a lot of these individuals are going to be dropping their draws because the market is a buyer's market, not a seller's market.
Buyer's market. You see the groups, coach. Look at the groups. I look at these groups. I'm looking at the groups, coach. I'm like, wow, you got guys. I'm seeing posts like, oh, it's my first female presser. I'm looking for a stud in Texas. Like, what the fuck are you? What? Like, now you're a breeder because you had. What are you talking about?
Yeah, a lot of them fools be woofing in them groups, man.
I'm
real with you, man. I was gun ho for groups back couple years ago. I was joining them, sharing dogs, and I remember, man. I was telling, maybe you asked me, like, I know a lot of people ask you for stud fees on AK and all that stuff. We talked about that, and also on my other dogs too, man. I have my boy Prophet, man. I probably had 200 people asking me about stud fees. Not one of them bought a stud fee. So many people ask about AK stud. Not one of them bought a stud. These people that's be woofing in them groups, man. That group is for show. You know what I'm saying? Them guys ain't in there really doing nothing with no damn dogs. They just over there fronting. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't really about that stuff. So the groups, I don't even pay no attention to them groups no more. You know what I mean? It's like there's people that's to show out and just run their mouths or use their Facebook fingers and run their Facebook fingers. That's all they doing on them groups. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with them groups. You know what I mean? If you really doing it, you doing it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to these dogs and you trying to run a business, you got to put in your work. You know, you got to put in your work, and you got to have something that other people don't have. If you're trying to make money off this shit, you can't have these individuals think that they can go and shop you and get the same type of dog for less. You can't have them think that, because they will do it. They'll do it. You know what I mean? They'll do it for sure. So it's a lot to learn while you in this, but you know, it is what it is. It's not for everybody, Steve.
No,
you know
not. It's not for everybody. It's not. It's a lot of sacrifice. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to miss. There's a lot of things that you're not going to be able to go to, because, I mean, you got them other dogs that you have. It's they don't speak about, because a lot of things like little fights you can handle. You got staple guns and shit like that. Yeah, but if a person, you know, even the vet bills, man, the vet. I mean, I couldn't imagine the dog food. Yeah. You know, you talking
everything.
Pallets of dog food. Pallets of dog food.
Yeah. Everything. Like it's like, you know, it ain't no game. So and then that goes back to what I was telling you too, why I'm not you know, doing any breedings this year. Because it's like, bro, I'm not horn this, you know how much it costs? Like we were talking about all the different things that add up. Like, bro, there's no way I'm giving away these type dogs. I'd rather keep my dogs, take the L, like I was telling you, stock all my male semen up in the sperm bank. So I got the DNA. Let my dogs die out. And if I ever want to breed me a dog for myself, I'll cook up my own recipes. I'd rather do it like that than to whore myself, my type shit out to the public who want it. Oh, they want an AK. Oh, they want a Black Hawk. Oh, they want the the AK with the Kangol, all the shit they wanted, but it's like, bro, where the money at? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you ain't getting this shit for nothing. Like, bro, if I had to pay, what you think you gonna have to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to cut in front of the line.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I didn't get to cut in front of the line. I had to pay my dues. Not with my mouth, though. Not with my mouth, though. You see what I'm saying? Steve, I paid with my money.
With your money.
Then I got the best DNA. Because I knew what I was looking for. But I came to the people who had it, who put their money into it, right? It was not no freestyle for them. They didn't cut in the line. I came to them because they spent bread, and I saw it. I seen it in their product.
But then you see certain people like that too, Coach. You'll see, notice how like, even the dogs that you show, it's hard it'd be hard pressed to find another yard that every single dog, like back in the day with the albums, you know, going back, you know, being 46 and back, even like, you know, you listen to a full album, like say like Nas Illmatic, you know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Or you know, Biggie's Ready to Die, something like that. You would just let the whole also go like Mobb Deep, Infamous, something like that. The whole album just played back then, just like your yard. Every dog you see is a banger. Like goddamn, like you. Some yards you'll see one or two dogs they tight, you know, they nice. But every dog you see in your yard, you see the difference. You see the difference. And then if you got so many. Imagine if you only had 5 dogs, how they would look. You got 30 dogs. Imagine you had 5.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of work with this. A lot of work. Every time we talk, you always out there.
I mean, all the time, man. No days off.
Yeah, it's no days off. There's no days off.
And I gotta make sure everybody get their yard time. I gotta make sure everybody get their food portions correct to their body type. There's so much things I gotta do to get these dogs looking like that. Remember, I was telling you, like, hey, wait till I show you Black Hawk. Remember, I was telling you that?
Yeah.
Hey, I showed Black Hawk, he doing stupid ass numbers.
Yeah.
But like I was telling you, this is what I do. This is what I do. I do this. I thought of that dog with in my thoughts. I put the right dogs together genetically, right? Produced it, picked it, and then watch it develop. And then when he developed, then I go and I do what he likes to do, right? He don't like to bite the little bite sleeve like AK and chop it a man. So he don't like that shit. He won't even do it. That nigga will die for a damn ball. He'll die for that. So you know what I do to keep him all trimmed up? I take that ball and that boy run till he pass out. Yeah. Well, I live up on the hill. Yeah. So I got to throw that ball up the hill. Guess what he doing? He going to run up the hill, come back down, run up there. That's as easy as it is to get that dog muscled up like that. Yeah. But this is
you keeping him up. See how you got him. And then you got some dogs. You got like a PC unit over there. Because some dog like Shaka. Shaka can't be around nobody.
Shaka's a problem, man.
Yeah, he like Hannibal Lecter. You know what I'm saying?
Like Hannibal Lecter for sure.
Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying. He can't be around nobody. See, you got to have space for that. We got that. How many people got that kind of space and got to keep? They got to keep 4 or 5 dogs together all times. You got a separate area for one dog.
Yeah, I got him.
Everybody can't do that shit.
No, they can't. But this is how intricate your program gotta be when you're producing what I'm producing, which is Formula 1 level type dogs. Yeah, right. That's the top of the top when it comes to performance race cars. Is Formula 1. So if I'm that way when it comes to my canines, then like you said, I gotta have them housed that way. I have to be wise as a dog man to know that okay, Shaka, for example, okay, he has beyond prey drive. His prey drive is beyond himself. He can't control himself. So he can't be next to anybody. You know what I mean? I put a little thing on there and that shit went crazy where I put Shaka next to Holy Spirit and they're little mate brothers and sisters. And it was just for probably a minute, man. No cap, 2 minutes. I was moving them around because I had a little situation. I was moving dogs around. I just put them next to each other. And they was fighting each other bloody between the kennel bars. I posted that shit on my shit. That shit was going crazy. People's, all the fur mommies, oh my God, that shit went crazy. But it was just a minute. And them two are two in the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them two are, even though they're little, but they're two in the same. How they act, they got so much prey drive. It's just crazy. But they was biting each other bloody just between the kennel bars, biting each other bloody. Literally, their whole face is bloody in a matter of minutes. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know your type dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, Shaka, you know, you can't be next to nobody, bro. You and he don't feel no pain.
Yeah.
If you have a dog that don't feel pain, and there's nothing stopping him. You know what I mean? He can't be stopped. So you got to know this. Okay, all right, Shaka, you a problem, bro. So you gotta stay over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, you know. But you got to have the space for that. You have to have the awareness to know that certain dogs are certain type of ways. And I don't promote that because I'm not using them in that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using them to fight. I'm not using them to go hog hunting. I don't got the time to go out them, but I got to know my dogs.
You gotta know. You gotta know. Because even like take a dog like with because even like his body type like Great White.
Yeah.
You would think he's 100-something-pound dog. You know what I'm saying? Like how much Great White weigh?
Man, probably like 70, probably like 70 at his head. Probably like 70.
Not in the pictures though. You look at the pictures, you think that's 100-something-pound dog. If you see him in the pictures,
right?
Like you think that's the illusion. That's what happened genetically. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants their dog to be healthy, whatever. Like we feed raw and everything over here, you know. But genetically, it's got to be there already. Like I always say, you can't turn Gary Coleman into Shaq.
No, you can't.
It's what it is. You know, it's got to be there already.
Yeah.
You know,
cook it up.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, that's what it is. And a lot of people can't say that. You go to some people's yard, they might got like 2 good dogs, 3 good. You know what I'm saying?
But Steve, it goes back to what we talked about. Most people who breed dogs, they breed off of pedigree.
Yeah.
They do not match dog genetic characteristics. Not just the dog that you see.
Yeah.
But what is that dog showing you in its genetic characteristics with an S?
Yeah.
Okay? If you understand what you're seeing as far as genetic characteristics, and then you match that with the dog that has the same, they need to match each other, but have variance in their DNA.
Yeah.
If you match it and have the variance, then you have hybrid vigor, which will make the dogs better than the parents. That's how you make these performance dogs. That's the art. But most people don't do what we talked about keeping puppies,
no, they're not gonna
keeping
do that.
litters, watching them show you and documenting what you see genetically in the characteristics. This dog showing me this dog showing me that, this dog, like you have to keep notes into this shit so that when you hook them up, you have an idea what you're gonna get. You don't know, but you have an idea. And if you do it this way, you're more than likely 50% chance of getting what you was drawn up in the lab. 50% chance. But if you bring off of, okay, this dog in the pedigree is that dog in the pedigree is that, this bloodline is this bloodline is that, and you breed them dogs, you know what I mean? Good luck. Real shit. Good luck.
Then you're all over you're all over the place. Just like with everybody, they got the other thing. Everybody say the whole litter is fire. No, it's not.
No, exactly. No, it's not.
No, it's not. That's another thing like to say the whole litter. No, it's not, man.
No, it's not. And like I said, you have to think of your litter as parts.
Yeah.
Every dog in the litter is not going to be the best dog in the litter, or that best dog might be the best in a certain genetic attribute.
Yeah.
Other dogs that don't have that best genetic attribute might have another genetic attribute that is better than that one that has the best genetic attribute that you like.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you need to take those parts and use them accordingly, because that dog that might not be the best the way you think is the best might be a perfect fit for another dog that's lacking that it is showing that it's the best at.
Yeah.
So that's why you use them. That's why you keep them, right? You don't, you can cold hard. We talk about that colon, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go hard. However, like I said, your most worst bitch can be your number one producer.
Over time, yeah. Yeah, but see, you keep all the litters. When you keep the litters and you see them.
See, how would you know?
Yeah,
How would
like,
you
get
know
rid of
unless you do that?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
You wouldn't know that unless you do
you
it.
know,
But the
keep it
OGs, I'm
2,
saying, the
3,
OGs,
4 years, the whole litter. Yeah,
they were doing that because they couldn't afford to go and breed to anybody. They was just breeding with their own dogs, right?
yeah,
And they were bumping their heads and seeing like, well, damn, I didn't know that this particular matchup was going to produce the best dogs.
yeah,
I would have called that dog.
yeah, yeah,
But I read it and I got some of my best dogs out of the bitch or the male that I thought was the worst.
yeah. Yep.
That's how genetics go,
Mhm.
right? That's why you have to be, let's say, the
Mhm.
mad scientist, and you got to experiment
Mhm.
with your genetics.
Mhm.
But people don't get this part of it. It is above their pay grade,
Mhm.
right? Because most people think they know everything already when they come to
Mhm.
dogs. No, you don't. I don't know everything when it comes to dogs. I let the genetics tell me what it is.
Yep.
I let my experiments tell me what I produce. I let the puppies grow up and show me. I don't just let a puppy, like I was saying before, I don't let a puppy tell me that, oh, it's good and it is not. It's a puppy.
Mhm.
A puppy ain't telling me shit. It's got so
Yep.
many years to grow. You know what I'm saying? So I keep it so I can see it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then I experiment with the genetics. If I
Mhm.
use good dogs with two great family of genetics, and I keep all the dogs and I experiment with those dogs, I'll eventually get what I'm looking for. Eventually,
Yep.
I don't know when, but I'll eventually get it. But how many people is going to take that type of time and put that type of effort right in a program? Not many people, because they want it right now.
That's
They
that
want
that's the different kind of commitment right there that most people are never gonna, they're never gonna fathom. I mean, I believe some people get in the breeding and think that every litter, okay, I'm gonna make money. No, it doesn't work like that.
no, it
I'm
doesn't.
not even a breeder, and I can tell you it don't work like that.
No, it
Don't even
doesn't.
work.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like
It
that.
doesn't. But if you take it seriously, you be patient, like we talked about before.
Mhm.
You be patient with your program. You take it seriously. You don't cut no fucking corners.
Mhm.
You're not cutting out one corner. You don't take no shortcuts. You take this stuff serious and do not judge a puppy.
Mhm.
Okay. If you got great genetics in your family of dogs,
Mhm.
okay, you let the dog show you what they can produce. Like we talked about that horse. What's that horse name, Steve?
Secretary.
Secretary. Okay.
Yep.
He was a freak, but he couldn't produce no freaks.
No, he can reduce no. He can't do shit.
So, like I said, I'm sure some, that's multi hundreds of million. I'm sure they
Mhm.
figured out that, you know what, whatever that line came from, I need to start cooking off that line.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what you do when you don't produce something, then you got to figure out how you produce what you lost, right? So you
Yep.
go and you start experimenting with the line, and then you might get something close to it, or you might get the same, or you might get even better.
Mhm.
Okay. I understand that through my own process of trial and error,
Mhm.
through my own process of taking, let's say, AK with littermate sisters and
Mhm.
producing variety of dogs with the same genetic, compounds, the same genetic variants.
Mhm.
At the same time, they're producing me different type dogs.
Yeah.
Now I get to see for myself how all the genetics plays between those family of genetics. I can see it now. I can see it. Oh, I see how he produced with this bitch, how I produced with
Yep.
that sister, how I produced with this sister, right? And then
Mhm.
I can take the rest of those and I can run those together too and tighten it up if I want to. You know what I mean? But that's how the OGs was doing it.
Yeah.
But see, they were doing it this way, Steve, because they didn't have the resources that we have today. They didn't
No.
have the money that we have today.
Yeah.
Right? To be able to go and get imports, to be able to go and buy dogs from this state and that state.
No,
They was dealing with, like we talked about, they was dealing with in their own yard or their
20
homeboy.
and 30 square mile radius, man. They give
Yeah,
you,
man. They didn't have the
yeah, bro. Coach, they give these guys way too, these dog men, these lines that the people go crazy over online. And these are very simple farming or working men. Everything came within a 20 or 30 square mile radius. And if you had something that I like, we traded, whatever, because some of these guys might have had, but they were all out on chains, like 50, 100 dogs, man.
Yeah, they was really in there experimenting.
Yeah,
And remember
yeah.
how you said they was probably going to the pound, Steve, and
Oh,
getting dogs?
yeah. Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. How real is that? That's a fact.
Because I don't think back then you talk about in the 50s, 60s. I can't see a dog pound actually neutering and spaying dogs back then. So if you had a plug in the dog pound coach, you're like, look, man, I'll take him. Look, man, I'll take him.
I got 100 acres. I got 50 acres. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pick these dogs. We can't take care of these and feed these damn dogs.
Okay.
So that's how they was able to get all kind of dogs and cook them up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But see, now we as a society today, we complicate things with just the availability of all these different options. You complicate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, it's not that complicated. It's going to take you time, but it's not that complicated if you understand what you're doing, right?
But see, that's my biggest fear too, Coach. Not to get off on that, is that certain dogs, just for what I've been told, like these type of dogs, I know what the outcome would be if the wrong person gets it, they can't handle it, because these dogs can't go to animal shelters. They're gonna be euthanized.
Yeah, they'll be euthanized.
These are one owner dogs.
I agree.
They're Fila, say Oppressor, Cane Corso, your band dogs, pretty much any goddamn band dog. You know what I mean? These dogs, Filas, Tosos, they're going to be put down.
Yeah.
They're one owner dogs, man. These are not the type of dogs. Like, society can't risk. Okay, imagine in some warped ass Marvel universe that AK was in a goddamn shelter, or take Shaka and they let him out and then he mauls a kid.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, certain dogs, you can't. That's why it's imperative they only land with certain people. You know, it sounded cool in the brochure until the dog got about 18 months. You know what I'm saying? Now everything that's like, what the fuck I got this shit? Like, it's totally different, man. It's totally different, man. This shit is I understand why you do what you do now, because the main thing is the money, because a lot of breeders just breed for the money.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? They gotta sell the puppies.
Right.
Your baby mom or whatever, whoever's on your back, like, look, you gotta get rid of these motherfuckers. Look, we already got 2 dogs, now we got 6 puppies. Look, shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So they gotta sell them. So you're going to see a lot of that now too. And then this is an exclusivity to your dogs also. When you flood a market, Coach, you flood the market. You drive the price down. You'll see. Watch like September, October, August. I see a lot of litters dropping right now. I'm sitting back watching.
Yeah, they're gonna be stuck with them.
They're gonna be stuck with them. I'm watching them right now.
Man. People trying to survive. Hey, Steve, people just trying to live to survive.
Yeah.
How are you going to sell a puppy for $5,000 right now? Are you crazy?
Yeah, you crazy. It's hard to
justify. You got that type of money to buy a damn dog right now. That don't even make no sense.
It's hard to justify that. It's hard to
justify, but dog food, everything going up. So it's like, come on, man. And if you in the business of making these dogs, you're going to have to drop your prices just to even maintain what you got going on. Because like you said, you're not going to be stuck with them. That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? To be stuck with them damn dogs. You know what I mean?
You're on a time clock too, because I'm seeing puppies at 4, 5, 6 months. These dogs start getting their own personalities now. Shit is, you know what I mean? They're not the same anymore. You know, and if you're just a family that's a regular pet owner, I don't want a 6, 7 month old presser come to my goddamn crib.
Right. True.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not, oh yeah, look good. Yeah, but this is not a 12-week-old pup. This is a 7-month-old puppy. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so they can say what they want to say, especially what if you got other animals in the house, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, these are things that people don't think about.
No, I mean, they don't. When they're dealing with these type of dogs, they don't really think about that. And like I said, the whole excitement of having a dog that can do what these type of protection dogs can do, like you said, like the Malinois, the John Wick type interview and stuff like that. That makes you excited until you have to deal with one.
You got to deal with
it. You know what I mean? And you deal with it, it's like, whoa, I bit off more than I can chew. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dog is a little bit too much. You know what I mean? For me and my family, my wife can't handle it. I can't handle it. You know, and And people got to think about these things, you know what I mean, when they're dealing with these type of dogs, and especially these band dogs that not only, are strong if you build them right, but they can, like we talk about, they can crush your bones. You know what I'm saying? They can, they can kill a kid, they can kill you if they bite you. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to be real wise to deal with these type of dogs. You know what I'm saying? If you're not wise in dealing with these type of dogs, then it could be all bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
It could be bad. Yeah. I've heard all kind of crazy stories. I've heard stories about, now it probably started when the dog was a pup. And I forgot, a guy I was talking to, something happened. He had to take the dog back because it ended up biting the guy. He was in bed with his wife, but the puppy was used to getting in bed. But he got out of bed, the dog ended up biting the guy in the head.
Oh my goodness.
It was a quick bite, but you know what I'm saying? That kind of behavior, you don't want to be dealing with that shit.
No. It's kind of like what I was telling you. Remember, Stephen, when I was talking about the with my bitch Silver Bullet?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was going over there, open up her latch, and then like how she even bit my son, and she even bit me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, but like I was telling you, I know where the energy was coming from, and I knew the type of bite she was giving me. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was more or less that's how she do it. You know what I'm saying? That's her. But at the same time, like you mentioned with that gentleman getting into his bed and that dog being protective over his wife.
Yeah.
Right? That dog was just doing what it felt at the time that was right to the dog, which is like, yo, you're near my fucking, you're near my owner.
Yep.
The dog sided more with the wife over him.
Yep.
And bit his ass. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the weird. See, I got same thing here, like Nitro. I can't even kiss my wife in front of Nitro. He goes insane. Because the whole time when I was working corrections, coach, remember Nitro was here with her. I'm doing 16-hour shifts, 5-6 days a week. This went on for years. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's another thing, who was that? God bless his dead. Gypsy Stratton said that shit too. When he used to train dogs, he would ask females, like, is this dog for you? Or because you're not married, so is this dog for you and your boyfriend? Because boyfriends leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm training this dog to protect your ass.
Right.
And you would meet single women out here where like they wonder why they say, well, girl, you got a cane Corso. How many men want to come to your crib with that motherfucker there?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why your ass is single, girl. Like that dog's a fucking man in the house.
But hey, watch this though, Steve. Do you think that woman that say who gets that Connie Corso, right?
Yeah.
You think she's on protection training with that dog?
You think she wants it?
No, you think she's doing any protection training or agitation work? Let's say the average.
You see him. I've seen him. I see them out there.
I'm just saying in general, right? A woman buys that dog.
Oh, but I see what you said. You got a lot of fur mommies out here too, bro.
Right.
You got a lot of fur mommies. How do you say? Yeah.
But not even on the fur mommy. But understand this. Like you mentioned, your wife, right?
Yeah.
Your wife ain't doing agitation work with your dog, right? She's not making.
Hell no.
All she's doing is loving on your dog, correct?
Yeah.
And then when you come home, he's protecting her from you. You see my point?
Yeah, he goes.
My point is that
right. Absolutely.
If you build the bond with these type dogs and the genetics is in them dogs to protect, you ain't got to do all that extra credit shit to make that dog bite the shit out of somebody. That's my point.
You ain't got to do none of that shit. You ain't got to do that.
You know what I mean? Like,
I used to think that shit too. I thought man, I got to do all this. I'm going to get this. I got my man to do this shit. He going to be trained with this. We're going to do all kind of simulation. You're going to try to break in the house at night. We're going to have flashbang, whatever the fuck. All kind of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some crazy ass shit to see how he react. We got like simulation rounds, like fake machine guns and shit. You know what I mean? Like, because I knew cats that's really into that, like the police dog training and shit like that. But then, like what you said with the whole, like the Project X project, that's more my type of dog. The Belgian Malinois by itself is a very, high intense. I mean, if you're not doing some kind of working with it, it's like you got to be performative from what I've gathered. You got to be performative for that dog. Like I'm entertaining this motherfucker. Correct. Because that dog, it needs constant stimulation.
Yeah, it does.
Like a border collie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is like all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's an attack dog.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's an attack dog because it has to be. It needs this mouth stimulated.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
crack addict for the sleeve. They're crack addicts for that goddamn sleeve. Crack addict.
Yeah, they gotta bite something.
They gotta bite. I mean? Yeah.
So you use that as an attack dog, and now, like you said, like that Project X, that would be that type of play. You got AK with a mouth fixation, and you got a Malinois with a mouth fixation. I mean, damn it, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some iguanas on your hands.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't even know, man.
That's the last one I would. Hey, Steve, I'm not gonna say when the market catches up, then that'd be that special edition. You know what I mean, that we talk about.
That's different.
Only few would get that. Limited edition.
That's something that. Yeah, that's a one-on-one right there. Like that shit right there. That's just thinking about the athleticism. It almost frightening to think. I can't even imagine a scenario. Some asshole act stupid. You just going to the store or whatever, and that's sitting back there. Man, I can't even imagine what would happen.
The bark alone would probably terrorize the individual. No, just that dog barking with his big mouth and his teeth. I was mentioning to you about the Kangal, for example. The bark on a Kangal, the sound of it is frightening. Real talk. The sound of a bark from a Kangal is a frightening sound. What I mean by frightening, it is very loud and deep.
Yeah.
Right? And the sound is so prominent that it's like, bro, if that dog was barking viciously, I can imagine what it would sound like. You know what I'm saying? If it's just barking to alarm you, and it sounds like that, imagine if that dog was like foaming at the mouth trying to get at you. Oh my God, just that alone would be like letting off an AK. You know what I'm saying? Letting off an AK-47.
They're not, you can never get you can see the difference in them. Not like Shaka. Those herding breeds like that, they're not trying to attack the livestock. They're not trying, you know what I'm saying? They're bred for something different. That's why it's a good mix with the Kangaroos. It's a good mix. I wouldn't see Snow attacking other animals like that's in her pack.
No, not in her pack.
Family. It's in her family. But any kind of danger comes.
Oh yeah, she on it.
Yeah, they on it. Yeah, they're I've seen them. I've seen them. I mean, they're and they got to work. Them dogs, over in Turkey, they're different. I think I think we're going to. I think a buddy of mine invited me and my wife. I think in September 2025, we're going to Morocco.
Oh wow!
And I don't know how much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far that is from Turkey, or whatever. But I would gather. I would see. Every little pocket of the world got their own little, dog. Some of you see, you like, where the fuck you get that? What the hell is that? Like, what's that? Just they created certain breeds for for their area for what they needed to do, and the predator or varmint they got to deal with. Like this. Good. Then we talk about the little Patterdales.
Yeah, Patterdales.
Like those little fuckers ain't no joke, man. I seen them. Like, god damn.
Man, they got things.
Yeah, those shit's different, man. They killing everything moving out there. They're going down in holes and bringing out muskrats and shit. I'm like, god damn, like what?
Yeah,
these little fuckers ain't no joke, man. They different, man. But that's, 2025, coach. You're gonna have to do something, man.
I know.
Yeah, like it's coming, like
Hopefully this summer, Steve, when I start showcasing everybody, you know what I'm saying, and that momentum get up, and like I was telling you, that first of the year, I'll go ahead and do that, that little preview. It's like, showing a little preview, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this breeding coming up, I'm taking deposits now and get individuals who've been talking for the past few years or whatever, like have them ready to go, ready to spend, then I'll cook it up, you know what I mean? And I'll definitely do Snow White and AK, and then I want to do AK with Silver Bullet.
Yeah,
I want to. I will consider doing those two in 2025.
Yeah, that's nice. That can go, man. That's no. I just think I want to see. I want to see how that would look.
Man, just think of an in between. You know what I mean? That's it's probably gonna have some fur. Maybe some might not have no fur. It's probably gonna have that curly tail, but they're gonna be big. I mean, muscular. Man,
it's a lot of dog. I mean,
man, that's a lot of dog, man. That's
then again, it comes down. It's gonna get it'll give us one because you got to keep something off of that.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping a male and a female for sure.
Yeah,
I'm definitely keeping a male and a female off the top. You know what I mean? I'm definitely keeping that, and then I'll probably breed those together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You keep that going and keep that particular line going off of there, and then just depending on how they turn out, somebody was like, "Coach, you got to do Black Hawk with Snow White." You never know. I might let AK son get to it as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
the AK gonna bring it something. That head size is spread out, more chest. You'll see.
Yeah, more chest.
I mean, it definitely be interesting. I still think it'd be like the ultimate bull herd, damn near. I think.
Yeah, it will be. That's how I see it too. It would be like a Kangal on steroids. That's how I see it.
Now that Belgian Malwa, like that X project with the Belgian Malwa, that should be. Oh man, I don't even.
That's gonna be like an XL bull herder.
Yeah, that'd be some shit. Where the fuck you get that from? What is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even with Snow White, they're like nobody ever seen like that before.
Nah,
it's definitely gonna be turning heads. That's gonna be a head turner. It's definitely gonna be once they're fully grown and everything. Yeah, it's definitely something different. Cause that bone is gonna be there. AK is gonna put that bone and size in there. Yeah, it's going to be totally different. But we don't know. You know what's behind Snow White. I don't know because I don't know her father or genetics before her.
All them Kangals to me look the same.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm new to the Kangal breed, so even looking at her parents, they look the same. So it's not like I can really like judge based off of like, okay, this one look different, this one look bigger. None of that. I can't really tell. I'm just basing my experience off of just Snow White. You know what I'm saying? Like Snow White is my blueprint to the Kangal. And then based off of her, whatever she produced with AK, their offspring is going to introduce me to that style of dog. I'm going to let their offspring tell me what I got genetically, characteristics wise. You know what I'm saying? Because then I can experience it and see that. And one thing that I did notice about Snow White is, she goes after her little bite thing. I play with her with that. She'll play with that a little bit. She's not really into it like AK, but she'll play with it, run around with it, just kind of flip it up and shit like that. But I noticed that she do have some level of bite drive. It's not like AK, but she is driven to want to bite stuff. So I'm just thinking to myself, okay, with those genetics, like you said, if the Kangal's mouth is 750,
man, that's like, man, that's a lot. That you could be talking over 800 pounds bite force. I mean, that's a lot, man. That's something that that's you wouldn't be like. That's one of those instances that you would tell like you're more afraid of what the dog would do to somebody.
Right.
You're like, man, because you already know, like a lot of people wouldn't even really know, like they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Nah, man. If you knew what was behind that dog, you know what I'm saying, you would act different. You
would just love on the dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you got, like I said, if you got, you assault rifle and it's, you got the drum, you got all the shit. You know what I mean? You like, bro, I know if I shoot this off, I'm laying everybody down. So in reality, I got it just in case. I'm not out there just having it and then just letting it off just to let it off. For what? You know what I mean? For what? And a dog like that, like we're talking about, is built for all the action. But at the same time, if you love on the dog and just make it a family pet, right? Then the dog will have some type of understanding or dog awareness itself to say, okay, unless it's a threat, I'm chill. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with the kid.
You get that with that breeder. You wouldn't get that with AK and that Belgian Malwa.
I
Ain't
mean,
no fool with that dog.
No, you. Oh yeah, no. You're right. You're right with that. That's why we call that Project X, because
Yeah.
that's an attack dog. You're not gonna
Yeah,
get no fool with that.
yeah.
That dog is gonna be too much. It'll be too much dog for even them dogs that like that. And for the dog men who like them type of dog, it's gonna be too much dog for them.
Yep, that's them PS. That's all PSA protection. You know, that's they gonna eat that shit up, because that dog there, that's a lot, man.
But I think just the bite force will be probably too much for them, man.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be.
I don't think they're ever gonna
like,
feel anything like that before with a bite.
Yeah,
like
they ain't. I don't think they ever gonna, man, bro.
That's a bite, man.
I will. That'll be the last one that I'll do. That'll be the special edition. You know, I made it to the level where
How old is that female? How old is the female that Belgian Malinois female?
She's gonna be 2 this year.
Okay,
she's 2 this year. Yeah, you know, we got time. Long as he don't kill her or get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? We got time when it come to that. That's why I say I got at least a couple years, man. I got a couple years, and I'm hoping, you know, I'm gonna be doing more, posting more on the YouTube as far as just, you know, just the vlog and the yard time, and you know, like I said, I'm gonna be showing the world what I got, and just get just like they've been doing, just like coach, when you gonna do some puppies, coach, I'm gonna just get them on that shit, and then when it's time, you know, put y'all money up. You know what I mean? Like, put y'all money up. Y'all really want these type dogs? Put your money up. I'll cook them up for you. I got it to cook up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't spend all this money for nothing. No, I want to produce dogs. This is my gift. But at the same time, I'm not giving dogs like these away. This ain't them. These ain't no regular dogs.
Yeah, they're not regular.
Man, they're not regular. My thought process is not regular. It's a craft. It's an art. It's a formula. You know what I mean? It's not random shit. Like, oh, coach just randomly putting dogs together. He just mixing dogs together and this whatever. No, I'm strategically putting dogs together. You know, and getting results out of them. You know, and even when I was telling you too about my young pups that I have now that I'm going through the motions with, I call them my class of 2026, 2 years, you know, they about old. My, you know, Red Tiger Jr., all of them, you know what I'm saying? My Formula One Bandogs, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for this.
I forgot all about Red Tiger. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I got Red Tiger Jr. They ain't ready for that boy. That boy already looking like a freak, like his daddy. Yeah, he gonna be better than his daddy because he can breathe. I put a brand new air intake in that boy. He got a longer muzzle. Okay, I tighten his fronts up so he ain't splayed in the front. You know how people like them bulldog bowl front. I tighten his fronts up so he ain't splayed in the front. He gonna be taller. He got his dad's head. He got a big bone. That dog's man. He's the dude. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They're not ready for what I have. I'm too ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to pull back, Steve. You feel what I'm saying? I had to pull back. I'm too ahead of everybody. I'm not. They're not ready for what I got yet. It's too advanced. You know what I mean? When they catch up, then it's like, okay, y'all finally caught up. Okay, cool. Now we can cook. You know what I'm saying? Now we can cook, because when I cook something up, y'all gonna respect it. You know what I mean? And then I can continue spending the money on these dogs and doing all the shit that I do to make them what I make them. Because like you mentioned too, you see my dogs, there's a consistency with all my dogs. I keep all looking like top tier athletes. If you look at my dogs, they look like top tier athletes because I do that. I genetically do it and I physically do it. And I feed them accordingly. I know how to feed my dogs right. I don't overfeed my dogs. Okay. Some people overfeed their dogs. I don't. I feed my dogs like athletes. They get fed in portions. I fast my dogs. Most people don't even fast their dogs. I fast dogs on Saturday. They don't eat. They just drink water on Saturday. People don't know they don't know that. That's to clean their system out. So they shit all that shit out. Okay. But a lot of people don't do that. They don't treat their dogs like athletes. You know what I'm saying? But there's a reason why I'm where I'm at when it comes to these type of dogs, Steve. I take this shit serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The amount of money you spend, you gotta take it. The amount of money you spend, you gotta take it serious.
I mean, it's not bruh. So I mean, you feel me because you a dog man. Like I said, you've studied dogs, you understand dogs, you've bought dogs, you've had dogs, you understand this. But a lot of people don't really understand it from this side of it, from this perspective. Who's really doing this shit for real, sacrificing and really spent the bread, right? Really talked to these breeders and knew what I was talking about when I talked to them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Dictate what I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I told them what I wanted.
Yep.
And I got what I wanted because I was really serious about my craft. I knew exactly what
even when you spoke to, even if you would have came on, even with Gunners, the owner over in UK or Buff Dogs, you know, they get guys like that. They get calls all the time. When Buff Dogs were in business, but if you even hesitated or stuttered when they said that price, you would never have got none of that DNA. You would
at all.
You wouldn't have got none of that shit
at all.
Yep,
that would have been it.
That'd been
the last conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'd be the last conversation right there.
You're right. That's that. And then, but then it goes back to like we were talking about with our wives, right? You know, I can get you to knock off Louis Vuitton or Gucci, but you know what? My wife like nice shit too. I gotta get her the real shit. So the same thing. I'm thinking like how I'm thinking for my wife in a sense, but I'm buying dogs. I can buy the knockoff version of an AK, right? Somebody who got something similar for cheap, but I knew for a fact that when I saw AK's dad, for example, and I saw AK's mom, for example, and not only that, there's a lot of people who follow Lion's Lair. A lot of people, and a lot of people be in the comments when he teased about that particular breeding. He was teasing about doing what I was telling you I'm gonna do in June when I tease about that AK and Snow White breeding.
What did the litter mates look like that came out of that breeding with AK?
It was scattered. So none of them look the same. None of them look the same. Period. Okay. But the fact is this, though, Steve. When he announced that he was going to do it and he tried it and it didn't take, there was so many people in the comment section like, "Oh, I got to get one all over the world. I got to get one. I need one." That shit was flooded in his comments. Let me know. No. So I knew motherfuckers wasn't playing. So when he announced it again, soon as he announced that he did it and it took, I hit him up in the DM instantly because I've been following him the whole time. Yeah. Okay. And then when he told me that, hey, because I want a first pick female, first pick's already, you know, he told me this shit was already damn near sold out. Second pick male, and he said second pick male and whatever, third pick, and then fifth pick male. That's all he had left. And I called him, I hit him up the same day he posted it, and she was already sold out. So I knew for a fact. That's what I'm telling you, Steve. I knew for a fact that if I was pussyfooting, I wouldn't get shit if I was pussyfooting.
That shit was sold out.
Yeah, it was sold out. I only had 3 picks. Wow. I said, I need to pick second pick mail then. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. What do I send up? I send a deposit right now. It was nothing. It was, the price is this. I don't care. I got it. It was, you know what I mean? It's like that's how you gotta be when you serious about these type of dogs. Okay. When you take your craft serious, you know, like with anything and everything, you want the best to be the best. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't shortcut. We dealing with genetics. I need the best genetics. So I'm gonna pay for it. Same thing with Buff Dogs, man. You know what I mean? I finessed them. I finessed the dude out of his foundation. How I finessed him with the money. Steve, the money did it. Not my conversation. Oh, you don't want to sell it? Oh, you don't want to he don't want to sell it? Well, hey, how about I buy this, and that, and then I'll throw in another this, and this, and that. Oh, okay. I'll talk to him. Let me get back to you. I'll talk to him. She got back to me. He sold me the shit, didn't he? But it wasn't talking and woofing like most people do when it comes to
for you. She went there and talked for you.
Yeah, because she knew I came with the bread. I wasn't talking I wasn't over there rubbing on her clit and getting her excited for nothing. I came out with the dick and fucking put the long stroke down on her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I came in there with the big stroke, saying, "I gotta close that deal for me." She's like, "Okay, I'll talk to him," and she did. She closed the deal. But my point is, like you mentioned, I came with the money.
Yeah, it's different. That money talk.
With that being said, when I say I got DNA, it's no cap. I paid for the best DNA, performance DNA. I paid for the shit. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to create the best. I needed the best dog parts to do what I wanted to do in my program. Now I have it. And I have so many variances. I can go so many different ways. So many different ways. I can cook my palette, my canvas is so broad, Steve, for some of these dogs. You know what I mean? If I make a mistake, I can correct it. I can go into my DNA cabinet and got a correction for that mistake. Like this dog didn't come out the way I want to. I got something over here in that cabinet. I'm gonna go ahead and take this DNA and fix it. You know what I mean? Most people ain't thinking like that because they don't got the resources.
No, they got
They don't got the time. They ain't got the money. They don't got the thought process, etc. You know what I mean? Which is fine. You know, it's not for everybody to be at this particular level. But if you want a dog at this level, then you know, like we talked about earlier, if I had to pay, you're gonna have to pay. I'm not skipping you in the line. You know what I'm saying? That time already passed. And salute to all, I always say this, salute to all my consumers who got them introductory prices. Y'all won. Y'all won, and y'all supposed to win. Because I had to go ahead and earn my stripes. Because y'all didn't know about it. So I can't make y'all, like I was saying, I can't make them pay what I was paying Steve. Come on, man. To think the average consumer can afford what I spend on my dogs? Please. I can't do that. So I mean, I humble myself down. But I sold a lot of dogs because I did that shit too.
Yeah.
And I dealt with a lot of them window shoppers that we were talking about. Some of those celebrity ones too.
Yeah.
Okay. Celebrity window shoppers, rappers, so-called reality, TV stars. You know what I mean? Man, I dealt with like a record label exec. He wanted one of them AR-15 Bandogs, but he was getting it for himself / his mistress. I was like, oh, y'all niggas is, man.
They tricking off dogs now?
Yeah. But the girl wanted something from another dude that, you know, his girl ended up wanting something from another dude that she knew that was breeding dogs and stuff like that. So I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? But this is what you deal with. That's what I'm saying. This is what you deal with when you come out here. Not everybody gonna take what you do serious. Yes, they see dogs. Yes, they're oohing and ahhing. Oh, yes, they want one and all this type of shit. But it's like, bro, it sounds good. You know, yeah, you want one. Oh, it sounds good, bro. You got the money? Oh, you ain't got it? Okay, well, then you can't get one of these. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So to each his own. This is a process that we all have to learn from. If you're doing what I'm doing, you have to learn from this. You know, I can whore out my genetics and just breed puppies and sell them for $1,000 a piece if I wanted to. You know, I could, but that's not my formula. You feel what I'm saying? That's not my brand. You know, if I want to be the best when it comes to performance dogs, I have to, you know, charge accordingly. You know, I can't, like we said, I can't flood the market with my product.
No, you can't.
Damn sense. And I wouldn't do it. It don't mean, like I said, I'll get out of dogs. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I take an L and I just have my semen. I just look at my every time I look at my list of top tier dogs in my sperm bank. Like, I got it. You know what I mean? That's all I got from it. It is what it is. I got some dogs. I keep them till they die. And it is what it is. However, I know eventually, Steve, that this shit gonna take off. You know, I know eventually people will catch up. It's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? As I stay consistent like I've been, and I showcase these productions like I'm doing, and I get people like, wow, like, damn, I shoulda, woulda, and coulda, all that stuff they was talking about that they shoulda did, and now they can't, and now there ain't nothing on the shelf. Then when I finally come out, like we talked about, hey, breeding, bam, I should sell out. 12 deposits, so breeding sold out. That's how I need to have it. I need to have it like Homeboy had it over there in the UK, where I only had $3 to choose from. As soon as he announced it, it was all pretty much sold. I only had $3 to choose from. That's how I gotta have it. And that's the only way I'm cooking from here on out, Steve. Because what I feel when it comes to like the topic of tonight, what breed should you use? Okay. I was blessed to piggyback off of somebody else's blood, sweat, and tears called Buff Dogs. And get a foundation Bandog recipe. Imagine how much time I would have had to put in if I didn't have that. I wouldn't be where I'm at today in my Bandog program. See? Without their 20-something plus years of doing fucking dogs.
It would have cost you 3-4 more times the money, and you would have ran into some scumbag assholes out there that were lying, and you know, I mean, plus you know they health tested their dogs already. Their dogs are already it's already dialed in already.
Yeah, they got a brand. They're known worldwide. You see what I'm saying?
They were known already. Yeah,
they're already known. So I
Mhm.
came in off another man's success
Mhm.
and just added my twist to it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So now that puts me ahead, and that's why I can
Yep.
get $3,000 for an AR-15 Bandog.
But you know, it was great timing. You like they were burnt out. They were burnt
Yeah,
out.
that's what she told
So
me too.
it was just good timing. It was good timing too.
Yeah, no, it was great time.
So that's how a lot of people get out the game, the extras, because they're like, okay, we're just burnt out because it is a grind. It's a lot.
Steve, I'm burnt out. Okay, okay, Steve, I'm burnt out. Okay, so I understand exactly what they're talking about and why they got out of it. Because I'm burnt out. Because I'm busting my ass every fucking day.
Yeah.
Okay. However, I haven't achieved my goal yet. They've achieved their success already, right? They just grew out of it.
Yeah,
if you keep it real, right?
Yeah.
So salute to them. They're done with it. Hey, we retired. We're done. Okay. And timing was perfect for me to be able to finesse, old man Joe off his top tier foundation DNA.
Well, that's probably that's a conversation that was brewing between him and the wife anyway. Once somebody came with a deal that they couldn't really refuse, they had no choice. You know what I'm saying? They like, come on now. How many people come like that?
Too. That's how she hit him, just like what you said. Like, come on, so we done with dogs. Yeah, I know that's your baby and shit, but he's got the money. Let that nigga have the shit. You know what I'm saying? We need money. You done with dogs. You know what I'm saying? You give him the formula. You done. And that's how it came. That's how I got it. You know what I mean? So salute to them.
But you came with a deal that wasn't disrespectful either, though.
No, I spent the money.
Saying? They knew it was a good deal. They already knew already it was good.
Yeah.
That's part of it. That's part of it too, though.
Steve, I bought 2 dogs from them. They only had 2 dogs, would have been Red Tiger and his brother. Yeah. I said I want them both.
Oh yeah, they were maniacs. You told I remember
they didn't have no off switch.
Yeah,
but I told them, I told them I want both. I said, I'll take them both. Okay, she wasn't expecting that. And I was like, you got any semen? Yeah, we got semen off there. Okay, I'll take 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this. That money add up. So now imagine their excitement when they talking to me. But she really excited.
Yeah,
she put me all the game. And so at the end of the day, my timing was perfect. I got what I needed to get. It put me ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
They're 20 plus years. I don't know how many years, 20 plus years doing dogs successfully. I got all that.
Yeah.
Now that puts me 20 plus years ahead.
Yeah, a lot of people did. See, that's those people that got the initial puppies for that introductory price. If they were, I don't know, some of them might just been pet owners. I don't know. But if they were breeders, they don't understand how fast they were. It was like a quantum leap ahead of everybody else, genetic wise, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of them probably aren't breeders. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are, but a lot of them aren't, which is fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. But you're right. That puts them way ahead.
Way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game.
I'm way ahead of the game, and that's why I had to slow down. I'm too far ahead. I got to slow down. Matter of fact, I'm too ahead. You know what I mean? Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future type shit.
Yeah.
So I had to slow down. So to them, they're still watching their dogs develop. You know what I mean? It's only been 3 years since I've been selling to the public. You see what I'm saying, Steve? So them dogs is only 3 years old or less.
Yeah.
So their dogs are still growing right in front of their eyes, just like mine, just like mine are that I have, just like Black Hawk, Draca, and all them other, Big Slug and all them. They're growing right in front of my eyes.
Yeah, I forgot about that dog. See, I forgot about Big Shug. I forgot about that.
Yeah, wait till I show you him. That boy's a beast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have so many. Like I said, I ain't even showing you all of them yet. I got so many dogs that'll blow your mind. You like, damn, man, cause you ain't showing me that one. You know what I mean? But this is, like I said, this is what I do. I'm grateful that I'm able to do it. I'm grateful that I really understand what I'm doing when it comes to these type dogs.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to one day these individuals who really appreciate what I do had their money right to pay for it like I did. Yeah. Then we can start really cooking. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Then we can start really cooking. Because I got
Mhm.
other stuff that I can cook up too. You know what I mean? I got, you know, I could take AK to prima donna. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's AK to his daughters. Like I was saying,
Mhm.
like, bro, there's so many.
Yeah, anything with that. Because I forgot that damn Big Sugar is looking good though. The pictures I seen. This shoe, yeah, he coming along. He coming along nice.
Bro, he's a monster.
But that Black Hawk, I see something in that Black Hawk.
He a superstar already.
Yeah, I see something in Black Hawk. I see something in him. Yeah,
He's like, he's not as bad as Shaka,
yeah.
but like I was saying, he's like his mother. You know what I'm saying? And his mother and Shaka is two in the same. So you know that's his personality. His personality is prey drive to the maximum, and he don't feel no pain either. You know.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you before, I think I did tell you this story where I had him and AR-15 side by side, and of course, you know, Black Hawk is young, but AR-15 is an instigator. You know what I mean? So he liked to, you know, he liked to steal what's the name's ball, and he got like a ball fetish. So he'll take his ball in between the thing, and he'll bite at him and stuff. AR-15 will bite at him. But one day, that boy Black Hawk caught AR-15 by the nose and had him squealing. That's the first time I ever heard AR-15 squeal. I thought AR-15 was like Shaka. You know what I mean? I thought that boy was thing. Boy, that boy was over there squealing like a little pig when that boy had him by the nose. I was like, oh, that's the first time I see you squeal. You know what I mean? So I had to go to tip my hat to Black Hawk. I was like, okay, Black Hawk, you just like your mama, man.
Yeah.
Like your mama and your uncle, man. You can take the pain and you can dish it out. So
you can dish it out, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's a real bulldog. So he's special.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got next, man. You know, I don't know. He might surpass his daddy, man, when it comes to popularity, because you know people love them black dogs.
Yeah, the black dogs. But he got his daddy's eyes too.
Yeah, and he got his daddy's eyes. So he got them gold
when
eyes.
it's a black face, it's a little different when it's on black. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
The eyes look defensive eyes are weird as hell on a black dog. Like shit.
Man. So you know, he got that look, you know, he got that look and he muscled out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's really athletic, just like you know, he's different in AK because, like I said, he got the drive of his mama. His temperament is like his mama. You know, and he reminds me of his grandfather on the mama side because he got a ball fetish. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a dog, you know, a ball fetish. So he reminds me of his grandfather, man.
Yeah.
But what's that? Obla Bang Bang. Salute to you. I don't know if this is your first time I'm reading in the chat, Steve. Obla Bang Bang said, wait, is Black Hawk a Bandog? Nah, Black Hawk is an XL Pitbull Draco. Black Hawk's mom is my Pitbull bitch Holy Spirit. That's his mama.
Yeah, I forgot about that dog too.
Yeah. She the real deal, man. I think I told you she blew her. No, I told Eli this, brother Eli this, but yeah, what's the name? Fucking Holy Spirit. I think blew out her tendon in her back of her leg.
Oh man.
Yeah. So she limping on 3 legs now. She got 1 leg up. That shit don't even go down no more. She just broke that thing from jumping up and down. That bitch is so crazy. She jumped up and down her kennel thing 1,000 times and blew her shit out. Broke it like cord. So
can that be repaired or?
I don't know, bro. Even if it could, that probably cost me probably thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That bitch gonna be on 3 legs. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that happened to Nitro's dad was named Sosa. He got hit by a car, but even when Leroy, the guy I bought him from, he was gonna put Sosa down to this. It was his wife's dog. They going nuts. Coach, you know how much they had to put a titanium rod in that dog's leg? $7,000.
What?
$7,000. Because he was at the vet hospital.
Okay.
His daughters is crying. His wife is crying. He's gonna put Sosa down, but they're like, we can fix him. What's gonna be titanium, blah blah, like Bionic Man, like some shit. He said it was $7,000, man.
Yeah. Forget that, man.
I was like, God damn.
Forget that, man. And that's why I said she's just gonna be limping around. You know what I mean? She's 7 now. You know, she just gonna be limping on 3 legs.
Okay.
Yeah. She's, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. And she's the type that'll blow it out again.
Blow it
You
out
know what I
again.
mean?
Yeah, once you get there, she
she'll blow
never
it
get
out
the
again,
same.
doing the same
Yeah,
shit.
she start jumping. Yeah.
Yeah, she just too much.
This
you
might
know?
slow her down anyway. This will settle her down anyway.
Well, it definitely slowed her down.
This will settle her
Can't
down.
jump no more. You know, she got a hobble on that leg is permanently tucked. She can't even put it on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So
was she try to drag it or something? She dragging it?
No, she can't drag it. Like she busts like that. The back of her leg, that whatever that tendon is,
yeah,
that thing
like
is
an Achilles tendon.
Yeah, it's broke. So it's just stuck up in an up position.
Can you see it? You can see it.
You can't. I can feel like a knot.
Okay.
I can feel the knot. So I think that's where it broke at. But the leg don't go down. Like I can pull it down, but it won't go down. It's permanently like in a tuck position. That leg.
But is she in pain? No, you think she in pain?
Man, that bitch don't feel no pain.
Yeah, she be all right.
Man, that bitch don't feel no pain. She's like Shaka. They two in the same in their personality and they in their temperament. They don't feel no pain. They don't know that bitch. That bitch run barking and biting. You know what I mean? She doing the same thing she been doing. She just can't jump.
Who you keep? You don't have no dogs in the house at all?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
I used to have shit. Shaka and them's daddy. He was my dog that I had in the house, but once he died, there was no more dogs in the house. It's like, you know, in reality, I got so much land. It's like, bro, I don't need no dogs in the house. You know what I mean? Dealing with them pissing on my carpet and shit like that. I'm good with all that house training and stuff. I was like, I got all this land. Y'all live outside. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of land for y'all. Y'all got your own space.
Yeah, because the winter's not brutal there, right? Does it get chilly?
Yeah, it gets cold. I get a little bit of snow here and there.
A little snow here and there. Okay.
Yeah, but they got little dog houses and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Something
like that. But the only thing about the winter, man, I hate with the dogs. Like the winters do your dogs. You know, those of us who have dogs, y'all understand. If you got dogs outside, the winter don't do dogs any type of justice, man. Your dogs be all fucking bony and shit.
Yeah.
You know, because they be shivering. So being that they shiver, they burn so much fat. You know what I mean? Like they man. In the wintertime, be having your dogs look like shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah, no, I got some good shelter for them and stuff like that. But I don't keep any dogs in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah. Because who did you ever get a chance? You bred Prophet before he died, right?
Yeah, I bred Prophet. I bred him multiple times, but I only got puppies once.
Okay.
No, I got puppies twice. I bred him to Tiny, my pit bull bitch Tiny, and then I bred him to my XL bully bitch Blue.
Okay.
So I bred him twice. Yeah.
How'd that come out?
That came out good. I had 3 puppies, 1 male. He died. You know what I mean, probably 2 days after he was born. But then I had 2 females. And one of them is actually a champion out there in the Czech Republic, man. She's champion.
Oh wow! Okay.
And then one of them I sold to a brother out here in my area and stuff too. So that litter was a success, even though I only had 2, but I had a lot of demand for that litter and stuff. So both of them turned out. And then I had that first one with Prophet and Tiny. And Tiny was my smallest pit, and that's Prophet's my biggest fucking bully. And she had like 3 puppies, and then 2 of them, they was just so big. I should have had to do a C-section. That's what I should have did. But 2 of them just, it was hard for her to deliver them motherfuckers. So 2 of them died, and then the smallest one lived, and that's Black Mama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got her, you know what I'm saying? So he did his thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to the big boy Prophet. But, I got his DNA on ice anyway, so.
Yeah.
I can always cook them up later on down the road if I want to. Go ahead and thaw some of that semen and cook them up. But like I said, I'm not doing bullies anymore. I'm saying. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not paying. You know what I mean? Like they're not ready for what I'm cooking up.
Yeah, bullies are everywhere. Like it's to the point that it became like goddamn. It's shit's a joke, man.
Yeah,
shit's a joke now, man. The bully shit's a joke, man.
They can keep that, man.
Yeah, they just that shit is crazy. Dogs died at shows and shit. That shit's a joke, man. The bully shit's a joke now. I mean,
So
my cousin tried to breed that shit, man. I told him to leave that shit alone, man.
yeah, it's not the money ain't there like it used to be.
No.
I'm straight, and it's flooded. The market's flooded, so I don't want to get a flooded market. And like I said, it's a business for me, so y'all can have that. I moved on. You know what I mean? So check this out. I got my man Abla Bang in the chat. He said, so how do you deal with window shoppers? I feel like when I start my program, that shit would drive me crazy. Well, you know what? What you feel like is a reality, because the same thing I feel like. You have to be professional, but every time you deal with them, you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be cursing. You're probably gonna be talking shit. You're not gonna be talking shit to them directly, but under your breath, you're gonna be talking shit to these motherfucking window shoppers. You didn't talk to your damn wife first and all. You're gonna be upset. Trust me. You're gonna be upset, but at the same time, no one escapes it. If you're doing business, especially with these dogs, you're gonna always deal with these individuals who want something and they got no money to buy it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You have to always be professional because you're still running a business. So you got to deal with them still professionally. However, you're going to be motherfucking and get the fuck off my line. Stop fucking wasting my time. You're going to be saying that under your breath the whole time.
Because, just from my experience of just dealing with, I'm not a breeder, but, people are shopping. Like when you come to like your dog's coach, I would tell them to shop around.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to keep shopping around, going like, say you have pups on the ground right now, and you know exactly it's the DNA that you want to start your whatever line or whatever you're trying to do as far as a dog breeder. Shop around.
Right.
This is the cheat code because you already got the DNA that you spent thousands of dollars or damn near hundreds of thousands, whatever.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because people are always going to window shop. They're always going to talk. They're always going, a small world internet, whatever, bunch of bullshit, whatever. One thing I would never do if I was going to be a breeder, I would never get into the conversation of a pissing contest or whatever, downgrade another dog man or whatever like that. I would just try to give them the best advice I can, because sometimes your breeder dog is not for them. Because remember, you checking them out. They checking you out, but you checking them out too.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got how good is it? Like when I'm about to sell the pup, you getting that vibe that I might have to get this pup back from this asshole. You know what I'm saying? This pup might be 8-9 months.
Watch this, Steve, because I have so many dogs. I ain't taking dogs back.
Exactly. See, you see?
I got too many dogs.
You got people that deal with that, coach. You got people that deal with that shit all the time.
Yeah.
They taking dogs back. Yeah.
No, I understand. You know what I mean? It's like I get it, but it's a part of it. Like, it's a part of it. You deal with these people window shopping. They're going to waste your time. It is a pain in the ass.
Build the demand now. You should be building the demand now.
Right. And that's the whole reason why, for me, right, Steve, I'm doing the takeaway clothes. You ain't got no puppies. Sorry, y'all want puppies? We ain't got none.
He can start building the demand right now. He can start building it up now.
Well, see, the hard thing, though, for him, though, being new to the game, you got to have something. You got to have a product. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a product that consumers want first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has to be proven first that the consumers want it before you take it away.
Yeah.
Right? It's like having that exclusive Corvette, right? You drop it on the dealership lot, right? It gets bought up. Or let's say, for example, you got two that's still left because it's too pricey. So whatever, right? You move it. It takes a long time. You move it, but you tell the dealership, okay, hold my consignment for 6 months.
Yeah.
So that the people that want it, hey, I got the money. Hey, well, bro, we ain't got no more. We done sold them out.
Yeah.
Hey, put me on the list. Okay, I got a list. Put me on that. Now you create that list because you already have something that people want that you used to have. If you're new to the game, you have to establish that first, which is the pain in the ass part that I was talking about. Having the best shit and giving great pricing, but because you're doing such a great price, you're getting the people that shouldn't be in the Lamborghini dealership showing up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because the price is, wow, such a good price. But even though you got such a good price at the Lamborghini store, you still can't afford that shit. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you still can't even afford the best price at the Lamborghini store. You shouldn't even be in a Lamborghini store.
Because there's people out there, they'll be their first breeding, and they think they're gonna get 4,500, $5,000 for their first. Man, nobody, they don't know you, man.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I mean?
No, you're not.
You gotta be realistic, and that's why I say you have to be realistic about this. You gotta take your time. You gotta be humble. And you gotta say, you know what? Yeah, I got what I feel that is worth this, but most people don't know about me, so I gotta sell it for the low. I gotta sell it for the low.
You got to.
And until they respect me and know me, and then once I get to that level, then guess what? Okay, now I can raise my price. You know what I'm saying?
But you'll build your clientele over that because people start respecting you. Become to like, look, man, if you keep it transparent with people, because at the end of the day, you want the dogs like to go to a good home. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Yes.
If say the puppy was $2,000, the guy came at me with like 19 or 1,800. I give him the dog.
Really? I'll give him a deal for sure.
Yeah, I give him a deal. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man.
Yeah.
If you can tell when somebody wants the dog badly, and and it go into a good family and it's going to be taken care of and everything, end of the day, that's all you can ask for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Now
that's reasonable, Steve. But most of these individuals ain't even got that type of reasonable type deal. They'll come at you talking about, man, all I got is 500. Nigga, what?
Nah, I would never see. I wouldn't do that.
That's what you're dealing with when it comes to these dogs.
No, because you never told me that, man. There ain't nobody ever said that. Bro,
man,
come on.
There's so many things I can tell you, Steve, that will blow your mind. You be like, oh, no, really? Yeah, man.
No, I would never do that, man. 500, god damn.
It's horrible. It's horrible, okay? It's horrible. And like I said, it was so horrible for me because I'm dealing with thousands, Steve. Like I spent money on marketing campaigns. You see what I'm saying? I just didn't go and freestyle this shit. I spent money and running ads and running Facebook ads, running YouTube. I mean, Google ads. Like I spent money on my shit. Okay, that's how I was able to sell my shit. It wasn't just my Instagram presence or no. I spent money on advertising just like any other big business does, and I was able to sell dogs. And you're attracting all those people who are answering your ads.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. I was dealing with thousands of people.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
That was broke as hell wanting dogs. Okay.
They came out, they said 500. Come on,
man. I got stories, dude. I got stories.
500, bro.
I have stories.
I couldn't.
I paid for these people to patronize my business. Okay. I'm spending money on marketing for these type of consumers.
Man, I could never say that. Man. I could have never said that to somebody, man.
Well, I mean, it's reality.
You're never going to get taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
But guess what nationality it was?
The what?
Guess what nationality they was? Guess what color?
Come on, man. All right. You know that, man.
So it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that unfortunately, it's our own people, man. You always coming here, you know what I'm saying, never got their priorities straight. Somebody dies in their family, you gotta do a GoFundMe, a fucking fish fry, and their body's sitting around for 2 weeks. Niggas ain't got life insurance. Man. Like shit is like, come on, man. Right, but then again, you know what I mean? Like you go somewhere else, these are the same motherfuckers that ain't got their medical insurance, but using care credit to get BBLs.
You know it, man. It's backwards.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, it's just shit is like, the shit is crazy to me, man. The shit is crazy. I hate to say this, man. When it comes to the brothers, man, I deal with food. That's it. You can't do shit for me. Nothing. Can't do the work in my house. Cats niggas got child support warrants.
That's horrible,
it's like,
man.
You know what I mean? The shit is just terrible, man. Like, it's what? Horrible. Like horrible, what? Man. Like,
this is what I deal with. And like I was telling you with the dog game is prejudice, man. I mean, it is what it is,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't get that. That's one thing that they don't talk about too often. But I said it before. I learned a lot of stuff in life. I always, when we moved out of the hood, we moved into the suburbs, and I got to see, you know, you always, anytime like certain nationalities, white, Jewish, whatever, talk to me, I was taking detailed files, detailed notes. The mind was just recording, you know, because, you know, when somebody's winning, especially with money, I'm listening.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? They got all ears, then, you know what I'm saying? But our people just crabs in the barrel type mentality.
Yep.
It's sad to see, like, it's just like they, you know, just the crabs in the barrel, just, you know, they spend money on bullshit.
On bullshit, man.
Bullshit all the time.
They don't know how to do good business. Everything has got to be a
No,
jug. Everything,
hell
you
no.
know, it's not
Hell
good business. You know what I'm saying? It's not good business. So, you know, it's a sad thing to say, but it's a fact. And if you do these dogs, you know, like there's a Rottweiler breeder. He's pretty successful. You probably know who he is. Butler's Rottweilers, right? The brother.
Texas.
Got a nice little, from Texas. Yeah. So he got a nice little program. But look at all this clientele. They're all black.
Yeah.
Okay. So not luckily he put in his time, but
yeah,
he's able to have enough out of probably the thousands of people who patronize his business. He's got enough clientele to make sense to him financially to still sell to the black people who have money. You know what I'm saying? And weed out all the bullshit black people that be jerking his dick.
Yeah.
Okay, now I had a consumer that bought a dog from me, and he was trying to buy some dogs from a white breeder, and the white breeder ignored him.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he dealt with all these Negroes who was playing with his pee-pee and not letting him get his ejaculation, and was like, you know what, I'm tired of you niggas playing with me. So since you play, none of y'all is getting my dog, so I'm just ignoring you. You know what I mean? So he couldn't even understand that, right? Like, why when I would come and I hit him up so many times saying I was serious, he didn't even answer my DMs. I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why. Because majority of people like you aren't you that look like you. You that look like you came with your money, but he was used to you woofing and not having your money. Because I deal with people like you all the time. That's not you. That be working my dick. But I don't have all the other consumers. I don't have a whole bunch of white consumers and you know this. You know what I mean? I have a whole bunch of people like me who want to buy my dogs, which is fine. But those people, 95% of them is bullshitters.
Yeah, I can hear that shit now, man. Remember you told me, what was that up there? The other channel, was it Pelican? That Pelican, that was the name of the channel.
So did you get a chance to
I already saw like one. I gotta watch some more, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch some more, man. They going in, man. Pelican Bay. If you ever listen to Pelican Bay, man, I mean, if you ever come and check out my Bandog talk, man, bro, get out of the pit bulls, Pelican Bay, man. You know what I mean? Like, do your dog thing. You know what I mean? Like, leave that community alone, Pelican Bay, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, them boys.
What's up, my man Bandog?
I haven't talked to Bandog in a while, man. You know, I mean, he's Bandog.
I see him on Instagram. You know.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Bandog in a while, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, he doing him.
Yeah, he's a different kind of cat, man. That Bandog, wild boy, man.
Bandog, wow, man.
He's wild, man. That's crazy.
He with the shits for real. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with Bandog, man. He gonna put that iron on you.
He's a different kind of cat, man. I know a lot of dudes like him, man.
You better take that nigga serious. He ain't playing.
Yeah, you better take him serious. They will be singing on your birthday.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to Bandog, man. Shout out to Bandog, man.
Yeah, because them niggas, that nigga crazy.
But hey, Stevie, when you get a chance, go to Pelican Bay and listen to some of the recent lives, man. They going at it, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. You know, I'm definitely going to. I get into it this week. You know what I mean? Because I've been tied up with some other stuff, But I'm gonna get on next.
Yeah, just go to plug in your headphones. That's all you do. Just plug in your headphones. Just listen to some of the lives.
I gotta listen to some of the lives. That shit.
It's how toxic that community is, and it's like, man, you know, it's like that's why I was saying, like, if Pelican man, you listen to this, man, get out of the pit bulls, man. Just do you, man. Just get away from that shit. That shit toxic.
You know, the pit bulls, that's like it's like weed, man. It's like an entry level drug, man.
Yeah,
you know, pit bulls. Nobody just came in. You know, I started with, no, you didn't. And pit bulls were as easy accessible, you know. I mean, especially back in the day. I mean, but you would get decent dogs for like $200, man.
Yeah, $250.
No nothing. They were just good. You had that dog for years, man. Shit. Now
it wasn't all internet based like it is. No. Everybody out there rah shit.
Yeah, if you told somebody you paid $1,000 for a dog back in the day, they would look at you like, what?
Yeah, you just got raped. You know what I'm saying? Let's find a full grown match dog. That's different.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's different. You don't get your money from that one, but a puppy, right.
Yeah.
That shit ain't happening.
Nah. Back then, but it was a lot of even to this day, it's some things you gotta know about the street to even deal with that shit. And the way these alphabet boys is playing today, man, they ain't even worth it. They just knocked off another NFL nigga over that shit, bro.
I heard, man.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
the whole thing with the Michael Vick case. If he the money man, one of y'all dumbass niggas supposed to take that charge, bro. He wasn't supposed to go to prison, man. He wasn't supposed to go to prison.
It's dumbass niggas, man. That's the key word you just said. You know what I mean? And that's the crab in the bucket. You know what I mean? Like, where's your common sense at? That's a common sense play.
Yeah, he the money man. I mean, he $100 million contract.
Yeah, I'm sitting it down. I'm gonna take that.
Matter of fact, back then it was that when he was in Atlanta, it was $120 million. And when you got multiple homes, you're still responsible about what's going on. The cops and prosecutors said they don't want to hear that shit. But he was a dog fighter. But in the hood, that's what they from Newport News. They from bad news. You know what I'm saying? They from, same thing with damn AI from that same area. You see how he used to act, man. They all from that same area. So in the hood, they fought dogs. They wasn't in no box. Because they would fight dogs in fucking dumpsters, empty dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit was like, when you're in the hood, that's all you know.
Correct.
But when you start getting real money, it's something that comes.
Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just the mentality.
Like that. Yeah, the mentality, man. You just can't do that, man, no more. You can't do that.
That's why I'm on the one-man band, Steve. That's why I do all my shit by myself.
Yep.
At the end of the day, I ain't letting my closest kin, my closest relative, my closest, you know what I mean, skin brother knock me off because he can't take the pressure. You know what I'm saying?
The one nigga told. The one nigga told.
They all tell.
Yeah, they all tell.
Come on, man. There ain't no loyalty amongst these, man. These niggas ain't no real. They ain't real pressure on. When the heat is on, man, they can't handle no heat. These niggas ain't no real.
Them feds got a 98% conviction rate, man. 98%.
Ain't no loyalty.
You know how they're gonna come with the RICO Act. They're gonna come with organized criminal enterprise.
Yeah, they're gonna let you hang yourself. You know how the feds
they got mandatory sentencing and shit. They got look, man.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, man. You can keep that pit bull community, man.
I never. Man, quick story before we get off of here, coach. This nigga came to me. This white boy came to me, man. I was in the back of the unit, back there. He was on his way home from federal prison. He had another charge. He was down for 8-9 years. He said he had like a $20 million meth lab out in Kentucky. So he's banging this stripper one night, right? He said, Clark, I looked up. It was like Bad Boys 12 out there, man. She opened the fucking the window. ATF, DEA, FBI, state police. He said, man, they burnt my house down to the ground. I mean, this shit was like a movie, he said. Everything was on fire. People running through the crib. He said this shit was insane, man.
Wow.
They burned his whole house down. He had custom motorcycles, custom Porsches, Lambo. He said they burned my shit down to the ground, man. Everything. Wow. He said he only got 8 years because he spent like $150K on a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? That's only, but that's
Yeah, still, man, they don't got no respect for you. The
they
law,
don't, man. When they come, man, look, man.
they treat you like shit when they come, man. They
Yeah,
gonna, like
when
you said,
come,
your
they come,
stuff
man.
up.
Yeah.
You know what I
When they,
mean? So
yeah. When they come, bro, they coming, man. They ain't no, man. Then when he told me that story, I was like, God damn.
and that's what I'm saying. You gotta take this dog shit, and
Yeah, it's not even
you,
worth getting involved in that. I
man,
mean, it's not. That's
it's
stupid.
not.
That's really
It's
stupid.
done. You know what I'm saying? This
Oh, yeah,
shit's
that's
done.
done. That's done.
Move on. You know what I
That's
mean?
done, man. Them games back in the day like that, that's over, man.
It's just dead, man. Let it go. You know what I mean?
You don't
Like
have solid dudes like that no more, coach. These dudes, when they come in there, the deal is 15 years. Huh? Now, they thinking about the bitch getting fucked by another nigga.
Yeah.
They thinking of that's mainly what's fucking with them. That's the whole thing fucking right there.
True.
That's fucking with them. I mean, their head is this.
Roll a dime on his ass. He ain't gonna fuck my bitch.
Man, I used to have these cats mad as hell. Like, man, I had these dudes. I said, man, cause after a while they go back and forth, man. Just making time go by in the jail, man. I used to be on them. Man, I had them young boys hot. They was, I mean, like fish grease. I said, yeah, where nigga at now? I said, because the one young boy's running his mouth, said, well, man, it don't even matter. Cause I said, your man Raheem, he flossing with your baby mom's pubic hairs right now.
Damn.
That nigga, he just, that motherfucker was hot. Y'all said, man, why you gotta say it like that? Hey, bro, you facing 70 years. You think you're not getting fucked, bro? 70 years. You got 2 bodies.
Horrible.
Where you going? You know what I'm saying? And he's like 22. Where you going, bro? Where you going? Like, that's really, man? Y'all, and a lot of these guys in the dirt over women, bro.
Of course.
You really, like, you're in the dirt over her. She's still fucking right now. You killed the nigga. And now you're in prison for life.
Damn.
Why?
So emotional.
It's all emotional. All emotional, man. You see that shit on come on, man.
No logic,
man. Yeah, these dudes a day, man. I can't do it, man. These dudes a day, man. Jail sucks, man. And I worked there, coach. That shit sucks.
I can imagine, man.
That shit
I call that the hell in the third dimension, man. That's hell on earth.
Man, you don't want no parts of that, man. Then a fight break out. And then, when we come in there, they spray everybody with pepper spray. Niggas get tased. Man, niggas, shit's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Like, it did, the shit translate. The beef you had on the street, cats see you in the jail. Then you got dirty COs. Like, yeah, send what's name to medical. All right. Cold three. Yeah, go ahead, you bitch ass nigga. Go to medical.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, the shit wild, man. Like, I don't miss it, man. Like, that shit, it was, some things was funny in there, but I don't miss that shit, man. I don't miss that. It's just our people got to get together, man. They got to get together, man.
Man, I think it's already done, man. I don't think.
Yeah,
I think it's.
I think I'm home too, man.
No way, this ain't gonna ever happen, man. It's sad, but it is what it is. We just ain't got the mentality, man. That slave mentality, master, they done fucked us up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and how that shit translate to what it is now. With the kids getting paid, rapping all that negative shit, they getting paid millions to talk that negative, all that killing and shit. How we ever gonna get our stuff together when these niggas is making millions, rapping about killing each other? What kind of shit is that, man?
Yeah, they can talk all that bullshit they want. Until they get in that interrogation. You see them on the first 48.
Oh yeah, the first 40 minutes they be rolling like rolling.
Okay, what's your name? Yo, Jamel did that shit. Yo, I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, they stay.
What? I just asked you what your name was, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Like, they don't even know their rights. They're so fucking stupid. They don't even know their rights. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is a joke, man. Like, the game. Any brothers out there still trying to deal with these bitch ass niggas? A lot of these cats, peace sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga you think that's eating glass, like he walking on hot coils, he the one telling. Like, this motherfucker eating glass. You're like, this is the toughest nigga in here. He the one telling.
Yeah, man. Ain't no loyalty among Steve.
Nah, man, nah. Don't bring the women around. These niggas.
Oh yeah.
But
that's
Coach,
what
man, we gotta do this again next week or so, man. This shit funny.
We gonna continue to throw the link up. So for all you guys who came tonight, man, this we're gonna continue this format where we're gonna throw the link up. We just gonna have just some dog man conversations. I know we kind of went off a topic, but we had a great conversation. Other than that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give everybody a shout out, Steve, before before we close out. I know we had a few people show up and maybe answer some questions, and then we'll go ahead and close out, man, for sure. But I mean, if you gotta leave, Steve, it's all good, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I gotta take these dogs out real quick, man. Get this shit ready for the morning. I gotta go back to the goddamn do this training tomorrow, this fake John Wick shit again. This shit. I don't know what the fuck I signed up for this shit for. But man, my back is killing me, bro.
No, it's all love, man. I appreciate you showing up, man. And we'll politic again. You already know, man.
Yeah, I hit you on the back end, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, blessings.
All
right. So I'm gonna give everybody a shout out again, man. Big shout out to Steve for hopping up on the panel. You know what I mean? We had a good conversation, even though we didn't talk about what specifically was the topic, but we'll elaborate on that again next week. You know what I mean, for the next live on Thursday, man. But I'm gonna give everybody today a shout out, answer some questions that was in the chat. Big Duro Recio, I appreciate you, you know what I mean, showing up pole position again. Jerry Hurley, man, a close second again, man. Big salute to you. Bill, big salute to your family. Pump 17, big salute, family. Thank you for showing up. Stevie, of course, man. Thank you again, man, for hopping in on the panel, man, and having that great conversation. Show enough, man. Much respect. Much love. Thank you for showing up. Carolina Blue, big salute to your family. Much love and respect. Eli, brother. Eli, man. Salute, brother. Thank you for showing up. Larry H. Much love and respect, man. Thank you for showing up. Soul Power, a.k.a. Gamed Up Kennels. I appreciate you showing up as well, man. Much love and respect. RKBB, man. Big salute to your family. Young Ready Red. Big salute, family. Much love and respect. Abla, I don't know if this is your first time, but man, thank you for showing up. I appreciate your questions. Big Manny, man, much love, man. Them dogs, brother. Them dogs are looking good, man. You know what I mean? They looking real good, brother. You got you something, and I know you know that already, man. But big salute to you as well. The sixth man. Welcome back, family. Great to see you. Big salute to you. Let's see if we got any questions I might have missed on here. Okay, Abla said I agree, and with that list they should put down a deposit so they can't BS. Yes, even if you back out, you won't get that deposit back. Facts. There it is, right there. There it is. Whoop, there it is. And that's why we doing it. We got to make it make sense over here, at least. I mean, we just ain't doing that for nothing. And then Jerry Hurley mentioned that he said, man, I definitely want some off of Black Hawk. Yeah. Black Hawk's the future of AK. AK got some more though. I got some more to show you guys. So Black Hawk, he not the only one, but he doing a damn good job representing for that AK lineage, man. He doing a damn good job, man. So salute to Black Hawk, man, and thank you, Jerry. Let's see what else we got, man. Manny said, "Goat talk." Oh yeah. We definitely bringing that knowledge on that level, on that GOAT level. You know what I mean? When we talk these dogs, Manny, it's definitely on that level for sure. And I would love to get to that point where when it comes to these high performance working dogs that I am one of the GOATs. You know what I mean? I definitely want to be one of the GOATs. So much love and respect for that one. Young Ready Red said, man, Coach, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Yep. Oh yeah. No, we had a good cook up. Me and Steve, man. Definitely talk some good talk. See what else we got. Okay, Bill said, voodoo the same way. Bitch don't feel nothing, but she do listen. Yeah, I mean, shit. It runs strong in that DNA. It runs strong in her DNA. Real bulldogs, man. Can give it and take it. That's my thing. If you like to administer pain as a dog, you better know how to take it. You know what I mean? Don't be over there fucking crying and screaming when somebody putting the pain down on you, but you always want to give the pain. So big salute to Voodoo, man. Let's see what else we got on here, man. Let's see if I don't want to miss nobody. Okay. Larry A said, my buddy that bred Bread APPTs had his own semen tank back in the late 80s and in year 90s. Yeah. That's dope if you can do that, man. That'll save you some money. I have a clinic that keeps my my frozen semen and stuff, and I'll do my TCIs and all that stuff. So yeah, and I pay only $100 a year though, you know. But it's for each dog though, you know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of dogs in there, so that shit adds up. But yeah, if you got the ability to keep your own frozen semen tanks or your own frozen or whatever, your little tanks, you got that liquid nitrogen, I guess that's what they use or whatever, and you got tanks and you can keep it. Yeah, do that. And that's priceless because, like you said, if you got dogs back from the late 80s and 90s, you can bring them back to life. You know, shout out to technology. Let's see what else we got. Carolina Blue said, also, if you release your dog on the wrong person, that dog might not come back. Yeah, that's why you can't. Hey, Carolina Blue, that's why you can't be releasing your dogs on people, man. You can't do that, bro. That's a liability. You got to have that dog. Either that person is intruding in your house, right? Real talk. Or maybe jumped your fence type shit, and the dogs kind of ran after it because the dogs was in the fence. But you can't just release a dog on somebody. You know what I mean? I don't care what that person could have did to you. You can't release a dog on nobody because you're gonna catch that L in court. You're gonna catch that L, man. Only the police can do that shit, not us. And a lot of times people get that shit confused when you be doing that Schützen type sport work with these dogs, and you think you can do that in real life on a person. You better think 3 times before you decide to do that, because even though that person might have shown somewhat of a level of threat, you're going to be the one that's going to be in trouble for letting that dog attack that person. So if you have one of them damn Schützen type dogs, you better have that dog on a leash at all times before it bites somebody, and you better pray that dog don't bite nobody either. You know what I mean? Me personally, Carolina Blue, I don't want my dogs to bite nobody. Just me personally. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with the liability because that person gonna sue your ass. Even if they were at fault, you're gonna get sued, right? That's a fact. And I got a lot to lose, man. So I want you to be scared of my dogs. Don't even come close. Okay? Don't even come close because you don't want to get bit. And I do not want my dogs to bite you. So yeah. So hey, Carolina Blue, don't release your dog. Please don't. Eli, big salute to your family. So yeah, man, I just want to, thank you guys again for showing up. And man, I'm just grateful for what we're doing with these dogs as far as, performance dog breeders. I know we don't all have Bandog breeders here, but at the same time, us doing performance dogs, I'm grateful that, we're trying to get better at our craft. I thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you're able to apply some of the things that we talk about in these episodes and see that it works. Main thing I want to leave you guys with is, just love on your dogs, man. Build your relationship with your dogs. Your dogs will die for you. They really will, man. They'll do anything you tell them to do if they love you. And dogs want to love you, man. They really want to love you. And if you give them the energy back, that dog will do whatever you want it to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got some decent DNA in your dogs. It's not a dummy. Dog got a brain and understands what you're doing to nurture that relationship. Oh, you can get your dog to do anything. You know what I mean? So just continue to build that bond with your dogs. Basics obedience is very important. You know what I mean? Just have a dog that can listen and all that shit. And when it comes to performance, man, that dog will lay it down on the line for you. And it's really that simple, you guys. It's really that simple. So again, come back next week. I'm gonna, it's an experiment. Okay. So I'm gonna continue this kind of format while I share the link, and we can get up here and just, we can just talk about the topic at hand all together and just have a collective conversation. Also, if you guys don't want to come up, in the chat, we will be answering questions. A lot of times it's towards the end of the live that your questions will be answered. So it will be advantageous if you stay to the end, if you want your questions to be answered. I will go through them. However, I'm gonna drop the link and you can get into the conversation like that, and we can have that shit going back and forth, man. But again, man, salute to you guys. I appreciate you guys coming out. Y'all know I respect y'all. I love y'all for it. And man, come back again next time on next Thursday, man, where we cook up again on episode 40, man. 40 episodes, man. I'm consistent in the paint with this Bandog talk, man. One of the pioneers of this shit. So I respect y'all. I love y'all. I am out.